Arroyo Grande versus Righetti, the Eagles versus the Warriors, a rivalry as old as a tri-tip sandwich here on the Central Coast. It's Friday night football here in Orcutt, and it's the 63rd meeting between the Arroyo Grande Eagles and the Righetti Warriors here tonight. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening wherever you're joining us from. Welcome to Orcutt. Welcome to Righetti High School for game number 5 of the high school football season. Alongside a new partner today, Aiden Randolph, former Righetti alum. Weston Hamill is off, probably binge watching The Summer I Turned Pretty with his girlfriend tonight. But looking forward to working with Aiden tonight. My name's Kyle Tognazzi. It's our absolute pleasure to welcome you here into the broadcast booth. Don't forget, join us in the chat. Let us know, vote in the polls. We got stuff going on all night long. So Aiden, the Arroyo Grande Eagles make the 20-minute drive down south here on the 101, cross the county line, and are in town here to face again the Righetti Warriors, who are desperate for a clean football game here tonight for a full 48 minutes. They've been plagued with penalties. I got to ask you, as a former player, trying to play a full, complete game of football for 48 minutes is tough. Tell me how you do it.
I think the main thing is just keep penalties short. Like, don't have a bunch, because that's going to kill you against a strong run game. They're definitely going to work on that. You know, they need to not get, like, just no holding for the offense, and defense just can't have any dumb penalties like late hits or anything like that if they just want to stay disciplined.
100% agree with you. I dove into the Righetti stats over the last couple of days and some interesting things I wanted to share. First, they average over 220 yards of passing every game. They average over 160 yards on the ground. Nick Matawatia has a 60% completion percentage and a quarterback rating of 113. All very respectable. But the problem, they've given up an average of 240 yards on the grain per game on the ground. They've been absolutely blistered by good running backs this year, and tonight we see another one in Arroyo Grande's Zach Taman. I know you're familiar with him. He averages over 180 yards a game. Aiden, when you guys are facing up against a running back that you know is just an absolute dog, what's the game plan on defense to try to stop that?
I think the main thing is just being able to fill the hole fast and stay low, because if you stay high, he's just going to run you over or he's going to take you for a ride. And that's the main thing, is if they can stay low, fill the hole fast, should be a pretty good outcome for them.
The Righetti Warriors are dealing with some injuries. They have a couple really good skill players that I want to talk about, even though they are in play. The first one that I want to talk about is Luke Maka-Miller, who the Warriors featured heavily, both running the ball and catching the ball in the backfield last week. He had a Christian McCaffrey-type game, 100 yards rushing, 50 yards receiving. You played and practiced with Maka. Tell me a little bit about him.
That kid right there, he is just a hard-working kid. Not easy to take down at all. So don't get fooled by the size, because he will run through you. And he's just an overall athlete, kind of like you said, Christian McCaffrey type build. And he will do whatever it takes to get that ball and go forward.
Another guy I don't think gets enough credit is senior wide receiver Justin Oliveras. He leads the team in receptions with 12. And I think one of the guys who does a really, really good job understanding space in this RPO offense. And I know you played with him. I know Coach Pickett really respects guys that have an idea of where to be on the football field. Tell me about Oliveras and what he can do for this team tonight.
The main thing with him is he's a sneaky player. He stays disciplined. So that's why he's such a good player, because of how disciplined he can be on the field. He doesn't try to do extra, and he doesn't try to do too much, but he does enough to be a good player.
I 100% agree with you for sure. Funny enough, both teams coming to tonight's game with a 1-3 record. Righetti won their opener against Santa Maria, then fell to Napomo, Lompoc, and last week up at Paso Robles. Arroyo Grande, on the other hand, lost to Golden West out of Visalia in week 1 and then Newberry Park before defeating Slow. And then last week lost a real close one to a very good 12 Bridges team out of Lincoln. That's up near Sacramento. And then when it's all said and done, this is just another good test for the Warriors. It's still preseason. We got one more game after tonight in the non-league, and teams are really trying to find where they're going to, stack up and try to get things right before league. What do you want to see from the Warriors here tonight, Aiden?
Honestly, a win would be huge, but the most thing I want to see is just some disciplined football, no flags, no penalties, and just keep fighting and not giving up. I remember I was here for the Napomo game, and it just looked like the fourth quarter they weren't all there in the fourth quarter, and that's when they lost the game. And if they can just play a full 4 quarters of football, I think they'll be okay.
Well, we usually have this time the Weston's ways for Warriors to wins. Unfortunately, he's not here, but I'm going to come up with mine tonight here. And here's what I said. I said, number one, the Warriors need to control the clock. If they can control the clock, I feel like the Warriors are going to be set up in a position where they're going to be competitive and in this football game. Number 2, you mentioned it. I think you hit it on the head. No stupid penalties. I mean, I can't believe how many times drives have been sustained by the other team or kept alive because of these penalties. So number 2 is no stupid penalties. And number 3, that goes into no stupid penalties. Play a full 48 minutes of complimentary football. And I think the Warriors and the Eagles could be a real competitive game. Warriors obviously have to play a really clean football game. I think, in my eyes, Arroyo Grande is going to be tough. And the big answer is, can the Warriors stop Zach Taman? Talked to Coach Pickett a lot before the game, especially yesterday. He said if you can get Taman moving laterally on the line of scrimmage, you got a chance. You said it earlier, you got to get low with this guy. I've never seen a guy run. He's hard to get underneath, and he just bruises you. You played against him last year.
Yes.
You had to go tackle him.
Yes.
Talk about that.
I've been one of the guys that have taken the ride from staying too high, and just got to stay low. That's the main thing.
Well, right now we're going to head down to the field for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, performed tonight by the Righetti High School Marching Band under the direction of band director Daryl Belusin. A wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner performed tonight by the Righetti High School Marching Band and some folks from the Orcutt School District, Lakeview, and Orcutt Junior Highs performing with our Righetti Band tonight. Well, we're in for it. It's Righetti versus Arroyo Grande, the 63rd meeting all time between these two schools, and it should be a fun one. Always is when you have these guys, the Eagles, here in town. I'm alongside Aiden Randolph, former Righetti alum who played last year here at Righetti High School. And, Aiden, I want to say when you're looking at the stats, the Arroyo Grande Eagles, I think they've thrown it 29 times in 4 games. 17 of those passes have gone to their senior wide receiver, the 6'2 senior number 0, Caleb Clark, guy that can move out there. Yeah. What's it like trying to guard him?
Well, playing linebacker, I never guard him, but on film, I saw people guard him, and, it was just first play of our game. It felt like he just tore up the middle, and it was a touchdown. And that's kind of what fell apart last year for us is just, it was not discipline with him. You got to stay on his hip and not let him get loose.
I think it's really important that the Warriors get in this game and just settle into this game easy without letting those big, huge chunk plays get after them. But you never know. Obviously, we appreciate wherever you're watching us from, all over the world, really all over the United States. We never know. We appreciate it. From whether you're a fan of Arroyo Grande or you're a fan of Righetti, we welcome you into the broadcast booth just about 3 minutes before kickoff. Our captains for tonight for the Warriors, our senior dedications is Ryan Twisselman and Morgan Brown, number 52 and 54. They anchor that offensive lineman. You play with both those guys. Twist, he can go both ways. He's a heck of a lineman. Aiden, talk about him.
He is strong. I mean, when I was playing defense against him in practice, that kid would just, don't let him get your hands on you because he will put you to the ground. And he's got long arms, and just make sure you can He's just someone that you don't want to be in front of. I will say that both ways, because defense, you might think he's the only offensive player, but if he has to go in on defense, he will go get you.
Well, you can see the Warriors are wearing their black jerseys, their white pants. The Arroyo Grande looking a lot like Penn State out there with the all white, with the white caps. Just the eagle on the lone eagle on one side of the helmet reminds me a lot of Penn State. Kind of some weird weather here. 65 degrees. It's been breezy off the ocean, off of your left. We'll see how that plays in. We had a lot of rain last night within the last 24 hours, weirdly enough. Not going to affect our field turf here. But it looks like Righetti will receive the opening kick. They will be defending the west end zone, Arroyo Grande to kick. So 2 minutes left. Should be a good one, Coach or Aiden. You know, I always say Coach because I'm used to Weston up here, so I apologize. But I mean, this rivalry is always fun, right? Yeah. I mean, you guys grow up 20 minutes apart. You play, you know these kids. Yes. You play against them in a lot of sports. A lot of respect, I think, mutually between both schools. Arroyo Grande, always going to be competitive in every sport, I feel like, no matter what. What's it like playing against Arroyo Grande?
I feel like there's a lot of passion going into the game, and it always means something, you know, whether it was football or baseball. I felt like it was always a message that had to be sent when playing the Eagles. And hopefully the Warriors continue that tonight, and they seek a good one out there.
So Casper Gomez will be back deep to receive for the Warriors, and he is fresh off. And he came back. He was out last week and is back this week, so it's good to see him back. Also joining him back there is number 5, Caden Veeker, will be deep to return. Beautiful night for some football. Friday night here in Orcutt. The tri-tip sandwiches are flowing. I had one already, and I'm excited here for a little football. Arroyo Grande in the Mountain League. Righetti will be playing this year in the Sunset League, so not league opponents this year in football, but again, like we said, always a really, really good test. Looks like Dustin Reed, the kicker number 81, will kick off for the Eagles. He'll put the ball down at the 40-yard line. Our scorekeeper finally made an entrance, Alejandro Hernandez. We're glad to have him here. I didn't think we'd be able to do all of it ourselves, so we're very fortunate to have him. Only got a few games left with you, my guy. And then he's going to be off to college, and we're going to have to find a new replacement. So fans from both sides are on their feet. The drum roll is going. There's many cheerleaders out, as it looks like it's youth cheerleader camp today. So a plethora of cheerleaders, a plethora of pom-poms, if you will. And here we go. Dustin Reed toes it up at the 40. Kick is going to be short, received at the 28-yard line, and that will be a knee. As Nick Matawatia and the Righetti offense will be on the field. And you played with Nick Matawatia last year. Kind of split time with Gilbert Murguia. Yeah. It's kind of coming of his own here this year. Really big arm. Yeah. What's it like to play with him?
He is a quiet but a good leader. I will say that. And he does know how to lead an offense very well, it seems like. It's nice to see him get into his own feet and be getting all the reps here. You know, him and Gilbert splitting time last year. I mean, they both had incredible numbers, but it's nice to see Nick doing his own thing now.
So Matawatia with Maka Miller in the backfield. Oliveris goes in motion. That's going to be a Maka Miller handoff, and Miller pulls forward for a couple. Looks like the stop on there was Derek Brockenborough. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 30-yard line. Three receiver set here for the Warriors. Play action pass out to Caden Veeker. Caden Veeker pushes forward, and he'll get about 5, and it'll be a 3rd and manageable here. We'll call it 3rd and 2 at the 36-yard line. Good pass play there, a little quick hitch on the outside, and there was some space given there by the corner. Matawatia goes in motion. Maka Miller straight forward. He leans forward, and I don't think he's going to have enough. No gain on the play. Good job by the interior defensive line there, Aiden, as they stuffed Maka Miller for nothing.
I see the Warriors got to get the run game going, but It's just first drive. Now you see what the defense is looking like, and hopefully you can get going from here.
Interesting, last week up in Paso, Coach Pickett had about the same, situation here. 4th and 2 from his own territory, and he decided to go for it. Today he brings out David, the punter, as the officials try to sort something out on the field. And back deep to receive for the Eagles is that senior wide receiver, Caleb Clark. And probably not a great idea to punt to him. He can fly.
No. Yeah.
Rugby-style kick, end over end, going out of bounds over near the basketball hoop. I don't know the reason for that, but it is on the field next to the cheerleaders, and Caleb Clark doesn't get a chance to return. So it'll be 1st and 10 for this Jacob Krajewski, senior quarterback-led Arroyo Grande Eagles offense. Chat is wondering what the JV score. 27-6 was the final in the JV. Arroyo Grande over Righetti. 27-6, if you were wondering. So 1st and 10 here for the Eagles. Extra lineman in. Taman in the backfield. Handoff goes to Taman. Taman pushes forward and gets around the line and still gets about 8. I thought the Warriors had him wrapped up. Instead, he pushes away for 8, and that's, like you said, Aiden.
Stay low. You got to stay low. First guy came off high, and then you saw the second guy come in, and they started bringing him down. But, if that first guy's going to go for a ride if he's not going low.
So the Warriors jump off sides. It'll be a neutral zone infraction, and it'll be a first down for the Eagles. So the Eagles get the first down of the game. Don't forget, vote in our poll if you don't mind. Score predictions for tonight. There's 4 options. Righetti in a close one. AG in a close one. Righetti by 7+ or AG by 7+. Right now, fans say AG by 7+. Please vote. It's great when you guys interact with us. We're going to put up a few polls all game long. 1st and 10. Krajewski's going to pass. That pass is complete to Clark. Clark pushes forward. He's going to get 5 on the play. Not a whole lot of throwing by this offense, but when they do, look for number 0.
Exactly, just like you said. In this offense, they are a disciplined team, and they do everything right. You don't see a lot of flags out of them, so just be prepared for that.
2nd down, 5 to go. Handoff is to Taman. Taman pushes forward. Taman past the 40. Taman inside the 40 to the 32-yard line. A big run for Zach Taman. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. So 1st and 10 for Arroyo Grande. And another offside penalty going to be called here against the Warriors. So 2 penalties already for the Warriors in the first drive of the game.
Yeah, like we said, that's going to kill you, That's 2 free plays right there that they have just given the Eagles in the first drive, and they cannot have that.
1st and 5. Handoff to Taman. Taman left side with a gap. Taman moving forward. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Zach Taman. 27 yards on the touchdown run by Taman. Well, pretty straightforward, like it's been.
Yeah.
You're gonna run between the tackles, and they did that, and you're gonna need more than an arm tackle to bring him down.
Correct. You got to get a full wrap in, and you got to have your full defense trying to tackle that guy. You can't just have one guy do it the whole time.
AG's gonna go for 2. Taman forward, and he's untouched. I mean, he was through a wall of white, and he walked in without even getting touched. So with 8:31 left to play in the first quarter, the score: Arroyo Grande 8, Righetti Warriors 0. So that is Taman's 10th touchdown on the ground so far.
Wow.
And we're 5 games into the season. No, we're not even 5 games. We're 4 games and a quarter.
That's pretty impressive.
Brett at home says, "Hi, Dad, go Warriors." What's up, dude?
What's up, Brett?
Stay out of the principal's office. Well, it'll be Dustin Reed to kick off. Maka Miller back deep to receive for the Warriors. He's joined by Casper Gomez. They've moved Justin Oliveris up into the shorter area where they pooch kicked it earlier. And this is going to be, nope, it's going to be Casper Gomez. Casper Gomez, left side, moves forward, and gets across the 25, and it'll be the 26-yard line. So down 8-0, Matawatia and the Righetti Warriors offense went 3 and out last drive, and they're looking for a first down here. We got a couple good plays on first and second down, and then, ran into a wall.
And that's going to happen, but it's just how can you stay disciplined and keep it simple. Don't try to do too much here. Looks like they're bringing in a bigger back there with Elijah Kim.
First and 10 for Matawatia. Maka Miller into the backfield. Matawatia Jr. goes in motion. No, that's Eli Kim, excuse me. Eli Kim runs right and is stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 here for the Warrior offense. Maka Miller now in the backfield. 4 receiver set here for the Warriors. Matawatia dropping back, looking left. Guns it in there. That is complete. That looks like number 5, Caden Beaker, who gets about 7 on the play, out to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. Appreciate you. So 3rd and 6, we'll call it. Same set, same formation here for Matawatia. 4 wide receivers. Maka Miller into the backfield. Casper Gomez in motion, drops back, looking for the screen pass out of the backfield. He was trying to find Maka Miller. AG did a really, really good job of defending that out of the backfield. And the Warriors are forced to punt once again. So David will punt. Caleb Clark back deep to receive for Arroyo Grande. Looks to be, Warriors going to have to get going here. They're going to get a delay of game. They got it off just in time. Ooh. David's punt is a good one.
Wow.
Way over the head of Caleb Clark. Bounces at the 18-yard line. Rolls and rolls and rolls inside the 5 to about the 1. That is impressive.
What a punt.
That is wow. That's a 68-yard punt. That is
wow.
As good as you can do. It landed at the 1. He punted from the 31 officially. That was a bomb.
A bomb.
Well, now the Warriors defense, can they stop Taman inside the shadows of their own goalpost? Warriors load up the tackle box. Krajowski into the shotgun. Taman next to him. Handoff is to Taman. Taman is tackled And I believe Taman just stuck it outside of the goal line. So it should be second down. But I don't think it'll go down as a loss here. It'll be second down and 11 from about the 1 yard line. Good job there by the Warrior interior defense.
Yeah, that looks great there. You know, that's what I'm talking about, where they rally to the ball. And that's exactly what they need to do all night.
Power I formation. Handoff goes to Clark out of the backfield. Clark pushes forward, gets a couple, and he'll get out to about the 3. So a passing down here. They ran that ball to Caleb Clark out of the backfield. As there's a couple of injured players down, one from Righetti and one from Arroyo Grande. So the trainers will head out there. I see our former trainer, Dre Flores, in the chat. Dre, how we doing? David out there filling in. As Dre made a move down to San Diego. We wish him well. Sure miss him. David Schronis helping out on the field, always does a great job just as well. But it's good to have a good athletic training staff. You took sports med here.
Yes.
You took Teronis' class.
Yes,
Tell me about that.
It's a fun class.
Yeah.
He's a great teacher.
Yeah.
I will say that. And, you know, it was a little difficult sometimes, but overall it was like a fun class to be in. And it was just a fun elective, you know. It was nice to learn new things that you might not know, especially being an athlete. It's kind of cool knowing, like, if you got hurt, you might know what's going on with you.
He used to be across the way from me a few years ago, and so I would pop in every now and then. It always seemed like a lot of cool things that they were doing in that class, and something that I wish, like in high school, they offered in my school that I could have done, because I definitely would have taken advantage of that. That's a definitely interesting career, and obviously, like you said, as an athlete, you definitely want to feel like you know what's going on.
Yeah.
So injured timeout. It looks like that was Daniel Matawatia, who was injured for the Warriors. I didn't get a number on the Eagles. But it'll be third down. I believe that was
Caleb Clark.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Caleb Clark, I believe, is who was down, but it looked like he stood up.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. That's probably going to be a 12 men on the field penalty by somebody. I would assume that's coming that late from the snap. Somebody's got 12 on the field. And it's probably going to be Righetti, because it's in the backfield of Righetti. It is. So 12 men just in a formation in which you're coming on back onto the field. 12 men, and instead of 39 from their own 3, now it's 5 yards. It's 3rd and 4. 3rd and much manageable.
And there it is already. 3 penalties, and it's going to kill you. It's the free plays that you're giving them, you know. You have them backed up to the goal line on 3rd down, and that's where you're going to win the game, is if you keep doing that, but not with the penalties there.
Taman, left side, and there he goes. Taman has got a crease to the 40 across midfield. Nobody's going to catch Zach Taman. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. 93 yards. There is a penalty marker way back at the 18.
Looks like
multiple. And it might come back. So the Warriors, after losing one on a penalty, might get one here. We will see. It looks like it is going to be on the Eagles. A holding penalty called against the Eagles way back, and that flag is at the 16-yard line. So huge break for Righetti.
Now, can they capitalize off that? That's the big question there. And if they can, it'd be great.
Well, I'm going to close this poll here. As you guys say, their chat says you've got 52% of you AG by 7+. We'll see if you guys are right. We're going to add another poll. This is a perfect time to talk about one of the most controversial things, I think, of the week. And that's the tush push. Do you love it or do you hate it? I want to know. What do people like? What do people? I want to vote. Tush push, love it or hate it? Taman, right side. And finally brought down. Actually, that's not Taman. That's Levi Childers, who's brought down, and it'll be a 4th down at the 10-yard line. And a decision here for head coach Stephen Field. So big decision for the Eagles. I think have every confidence in trying to rush for this, or at least letting Righetti jump off sides, which is something they've done already.
Oh,
Penalty marker. Yep. Oh, no, it's offsides called on the offense. So somebody's lined
that's
up
huge.
past, and that's going to probably force a punt. Brian Monaghetti says, when your fantasy QB is hurts, you got to love it. Absolutely, man. 100%. 100% agree. So Warriors here should get good field position. Punter standing about the 8 yards back deep into the end zone. Good snap. Punt is pretty short. Warriors need to get away from it. Bounces at 39, takes an Eagle bounce, and will end up at the 48. So good job, Aiden. Warriors defense got to stop. Now it's time for the Warriors offense, who's still looking for that first down of the game to put a drive together.
If we can see them get going and the defense can keep playing how they're playing, I think we're going to have a good ball game here, you know? And I would just love to see Nick get the arm loose.
Warriors interesting set here. They're going to go bunch, and they're going to go tight to the near side of the field from the right hash. Makamilla into the backfield, Matawatia in the pistol. Handoff is to Miller. Miller pushes forward, nothing going. Nothing going. I'm just going to give that tackle to about 5 different Eagles because he ran into a wall.
Yeah, if the line's going to get pushed back like that all night, it's going to be a struggle for the run game. The line has to get ground and keep moving the defense forward so they can get positive yards here.
2nd and 10, same formation here for the Warriors. Handoff is to Miller. Miller pushes forward. And again, no gain on the play. Good job there by the interior lineman. That looked like that was number 41, Sakal Strachan. I could be completely butchering that name, and I apologize if I am. Yes, a flock of eagles making the tackle. Runs into the eagle's nest.
Yeah. Curious what they do here now on 3rd and long.
3rd and 11, you think you got to throw it. It's 3rd down. They ran a screen last time in 3rd and long. I would assume they're going to try something a little bit different. They're going to motion Malcolm Miller out of the backfield. Matawatia looking back, looking to the middle. Now he's going to scramble. He's going to scramble right side. He's going to throw the ball now. He's going to throw right, and that's complete. My God. What a catch. That is complete. That is number 2, Kobe Allen, with a fantastic catch at the 15-yard line. Warriors with their first down of the game.
Wow. It's one of the better catches I've ever seen in person, if I'm going to be honest. That is huge for this offense.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Kobe Allen played quarterback, I believe, a little bit last year.
A little bit last year and his freshman year as quarterback. You know, he did mess around with wide receiver a little bit, but I like him at wide receiver. He's a good athletic person, you know. Can see why he's at wide receiver after that catch.
Good hands and a great throw on the run by Matawatia rolling to his right side. Handoff is Miller. Miller finally finds a little space up the middle. He's going to get forward for about 4 and down to about the 12-yard line. So the Warriors into field goal territory for David for sure.
Looks like new back is in, Elijah Kim.
Are we having issues with the score? We apologize for the issues with the score clock. We'll get that fixed here probably at the end of the first quarter. Sometimes it goes in and out and cuts, so we apologize for that. 2:39 left in the first quarter. Matawatia, now he's going to scramble to the left side. He's looking for a man left, and that is it complete? It is a touchdown. Caden Beaker, touchdown Warriors from Matawatia, 12-yard touchdown pass.
It's a great throw, great catch all around, good play.
So 2 phenomenal throws and phenomenal catches by Matawatia, Kobe Allen, and now Caden Beaker, and the Warriors make it 8-6. Chad says, let's see the replay. I'd love to see a replay. I wish we could.
Did you see that celebration there? Slam dunk on the sideline.
Oh, slam dunk on the sideline. That's one way not to get penalties, I guess. Do your celebration off the field. So David is going to kick it. Snap is down, the kick is up, and David for the PAT. So with 2:30 left to play in the first quarter, the score, Arroyo Grande 8, Righetti Warriors 7. Take us through that last drive, Aiden. I'm going to try to fix this clock.
You know, that last drive there, it looked like they were going to struggle with a 3rd and long. Matautia gets it going, moves the legs, lets the arm loose. You have 2 great catches, one for a first down, and then another huge catch from Caden Beaker for the touchdown in the corner of the end zone. You know, if offense can look like that and just keep it going all night, I think we're going to have a great game here. Need defense to do what they did last drive, and gonna see Righetti shock some people here, I think.
I think we're back in business. Perfect timing on cue. Fight song plays. I think we're back. Alejandro's got it back. We're looking. Hey, Weston Hamill says, sounding great, Aiden. Nice job. But there goes his job. Maybe. We'll see.
Thank you, Weston.
We'll see. When Hamill demands the contract that he demands, he's thinking he's Tom Brady out here getting the money, getting Fox type of money, doing high school football games. Just know he's replacing. All right, he needs to understand that. And unfortunately, sometimes that happens. So David on a kick from the 40-yard line. Caleb Clark back deep to receive for the Eagles. David trots forward. He boots it. A great kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line. That is number 2, Levi Childers. Childers goes. He's got space. Childers in a foot race to 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, 99-yard kick return for a touchdown. And that's how you get the momentum right back.
I agree. It looked like he was untouched there. It looked like he just followed every block there and did not get touched.
So some crazy plays here in the last 30 seconds of gameplay as Levi Childers, the 5'9" senior running back, defensive back, takes that to the house. 99-yard kick return. The crazy thing, 1 more yard, that's into the end zone. You can't take it out of the end zone in high school football.
Wow.
Eagles make it 14-7 here and are going to go for 2 once again. Play action pass from Krajewski. Krajewski looking to the left side. That pass is complete. That is Garrett Lloyd into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So with 2:15 left to play in the first quarter, Eagles 16, Warriors 7. Well, momentum, man. That's football for you, right? Right when you think the Warriors gain a little bit of momentum, they go down and score after a defensive stop. AG takes it right back with a big special teams play.
I think the big thing here is for the Righetti offense not to forget what they just did, you know, because they did go down there and they scored. So don't let that kill the momentum, and they need to go do that again.
So we have the score at 16-7. Yep, that's correct. And it's showing 16-7. What's that? I got you. All right, I think we're good. Sorry, sometimes the scoreboard lags on us a little bit. Again, it's an app that's goes from the phone to the TV and whatnot. So if we have it a little bit off, 16-7 is the official score. 2:15 left to play in the first quarter. Levi Childers, 99-yard touchdown, kickoff return for touchdown. And the Warriors about to get the ball back. Like you said, Coach, I agree. Learn how to do it the right drive.
Yeah.
You know, and now here they are and trying to put another one together. Dustin Reed on a kick. He's going to boot that one deep, and it's going to be a fumble there.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. It's a fumble, and it looks like it's usually going to be Eagle football. So another special teams mistake there by the Righetti Warriors and just shooting themselves in the foot.
Agreed. That's a deal breaker there. You can't have two back-to-back special teams right there messing up. You got to be disciplined in special teams over everything, in my opinion.
So first down and 10 at the 26-yard line. Eagles back on offense after the fumble by the Warriors. Krajewski drops back. He's going to pass. A slant. That is incomplete. Good coverage there on the play by Caden Beaker. That pass was intended for number 3, Leland Dean. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Taman in the backfield with Krajewski. One tight end, 2 receivers to the right. Handoff is to Taman. Taman pushes forward. Taman inside the 10. 5. Touchdown. Zach Taman untouched. 27-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's the disciplines in AG there. It just looks like everybody does their job, and that's why it's always going to work out when they run the ball. Because everybody on the line is intact with each other, and the running back is doing his thing correct.
I think that's one thing I always respect about AG. They know exactly who they are. They're the same team every year. They come out. They're committed to what they do and what they do well. And here they are. They're going to run the rock. They're going to come at you, and they're going to force you to beat you. Force you to beat them. And right now, the Warriors have not been able to do that on the ground and really have had a tough time all season with guys on the ground. Pass is complete. A good pass there to Caleb Clark. So going for 2 again. And now Eagles with 1:59 left in the first quarter. Eagles lead 24-7.
That's the thing about this Eagles team is their run game, it'll get going. But don't fall asleep on the receivers. Because if you're expecting run all night, they will let it loose with you and they will throw it. And it'll be another problem.
And I got to imagine if you are, you're trying to stack the box with a bunch of linebackers and safeties, bring those safeties down a little bit. That's just going to allow Clark to be one-on-one.
Exactly.
I've got to believe the AG coach is going to love that matchup no matter who he's matched up against.
Agreed. Let's see what special teams could do here. Hopefully they have a bounce back and they do something right here.
So 24-7, 1:59. A lot of scoring here. We're still in the first quarter. Can't believe that. So a special teams kick return for a touchdown led to 7 points. A special teams actually led to 8 points. Yeah. Then a special teams fumble leading to 8 more points. Coach, or Aiden, that's been the difference in the game.
Like I said, that's going to kill you, special teams. Got to do everything right on special teams.
Probably the smart play of calling fair catch there, as it is called at the 24-yard line. And the Warriors and Nick Matawatia, who, well, last time they touched the ball, they scored.
And I think
they just haven't touched it.
They can't forget that, It feels like they've been struggling, but the last time they were on the field, they scored. So I think offense just needs to stay there and stay what they're doing and just stay to their game, and I think that's going to be okay.
Tawati into the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right side. Malcolm Miller into the backfield. Malcolm Miller's going to run. He's going to go forward to the right side, and he is brought down. Initial hit on there was number 45, Derek Brockenborough. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Righetti offense. I got to ask Hayden, this game, I mean, I know you got to stay committed a little bit to the run, but right now it seems like the biggest plays for the Warriors have been throwing the football.
And I think we're going to see that right here with the empty set. I think they're going to do something tricky here.
Tawati without a running play yet on the day. He's going to scramble out of there. He's going to dump it off to Miller. He dives for it. Incomplete. Matawatia was being rushed there in the backfield and had to get rid of that one. Tried to find Malcolm Miller out of the backfield on an out route. Just out of his reach. So it'll be 3rd down and 9, and one that I feel like you kind of really need here.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to see. When you take the back out, you're not going to have as much time to stay in the pocket, and you're going to have to scramble. So it looks like they're going to keep the back in here now, maybe give Nick a little more time to throw the ball.
Third down and 8. Miller into the backfield. 4 receiver set here for the Warriors. Matawatia takes the snap. Dropping back, looking to the right side, dumps it off to Miller. Miller puts his foot in the ground, goes the other direction. Tries to spin through, and that's nothing. The flock of Eagles returns, and right into the Eagles' nest he goes. Loss of 2 yards. It'll be 4th down and 10 as David probably is going to punt this one.
Let's see if David here can put another one inside the 5. Let's see if he can do it again.
A little, I think it was a little closer by about 6 yards last time, or 7 yards. But hey, he gets that right bounce on this turf.
You never know.
You never know in this direction. Wind is still going more than it usually is at this time of night, I will say here. And the wind will be at David's back. Clark back deep to receive. Snap is good. David runs rugby style. End over end spinning punt. Clark will receive it at the 39. Clark running to the right side. Clark outside of the 50. He's got to beat one man. He's got to beat the kicker. David slows him down enough for the Warriors to get to it. There's a flag on the play. But good field position for the Eagles regardless as Clark gets out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So the officials will sort this one out. 12.4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It looks like 67% of you guys love the tush push. Only 18 of you voted. I know my guy, Mr. Nate Watts, Eagles fan of all Eagles fans, is going to vote for the tush push 100%. I haven't heard him comment, but I am definitely
I'm all for it. I love the tush push. I love it. I think it's one of the greatest plays in football.
Hey, you know what? I don't think you'll say that when the Eagles play the Broncos.
You know what? You're right. But I will be saying that if they're giving the ball to Saquon and maybe not the tush push, if they can just get to Saquon, because that's my fantasy running back there. So I'm hoping he gets it going soon.
I will say my fantasy has gone. I won a pillow fight in the first match of the week 1, and the only team I would have beat was the team I played, and then I was the lowest scoring team in week 2. I have Saquon Barkley and Lamar Jackson. I have 1 touchdown outside of Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
All year in my entire team. That's sad. Oh, fumble on the play. The penalty does look like it was a block in the back penalty called against Eagles that backed him up. And that snap was fumbled. It'll be 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter, finally. Gosh, Leah,
it's a long
36-minute quarter in real time. That was a long quarter. So we're going to go to the second quarter as we switch sides of the field. Eagles 24, Warriors 7. If you're just joining us, welcome in wherever you are joining us from. We'd love to know where you're watching from. You could comment that on the chat. We'd love to shout you out. Love to know where everybody is at. I'd like to put these little pins on the board. We've had people from Europe, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana. Thanks for watching wherever you are. It's our pleasure to bring you the game. My name's Kyle Tognazzini. I don't do this for a living. This is just my side job. Not even a side job. It's a side hobby. I'm an English teacher here on campus. Aiden Randolph, my partner here, is a former alumni. He graduated last year, played baseball and football here for the Warriors. But it's our pleasure to bring you this game. But you haven't been up to speed. Eagles started. 27-yard touchdown run by Zach Taman. Warriors answered 7-6 on the 15-yard touchdown pass from Nick Tawatia to Caden Veeker. Then it's been all Eagles. A Childers 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, followed by a Zach Taman 26-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversions the whole way around for the Eagles. That's why we have it 24-7. Krajowski looking deep for Clark. That pass is out of bounds. Just led him a little bit too far. Clark had a step on the defender.
You know, you really look at the score and it looks a lot worse than it is. But if you just take those 2 special team plays away, it's really not a bad game. No. It's just special teams is going to kill you if you don't do it right. And that's what we're seeing here on the scoreboard.
Watching from Grover Beach, 12 miles out in the ocean platform. Gilda, Kurt, I'm glad you're watching. I hope everything's going well. How's the weather out there? Did you guys get hit by a storm? Or hopefully it wasn't too bad out there and it's nice.
And that's what I said at the beginning of this. You got to wrap up.
Yep.
And that's what's looking like the problem here. Everybody's trying to use their shoulder, but he will bounce off you. You cannot just use your shoulder. You got to wrap him up there.
First down and 10 there for the Eagles. That should be probably a false start penalty, I would assume. And it looks like the Eagles will be back up 5 yards. Looks like Chet Cheese is watching from the toilet. Chet Cheese, we hope everything's going well. Let's keep it civil in the chat, guys. Keep it civil in the chat. All right, respectable here. Timeout on the field called by Righetti. 11:43 left to play. That's their first used timeout of the half. So 1st and 15, we've seen quite a few penalties, Aiden, and both teams guilty of it.
Yeah.
This is that kind of time you want to iron things out, though. You got a couple games left before league starts, and I feel like the message is, all right, let's iron out those kinks.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we're still game 5, right? We should be
Agreed.
a little bit cleaner than the beginning of the season.
That's a big killer there. Just the penalties are going to kill you. And it's the dumb penalties that are kill you. The offside is the discipline.
Yep.
The things that you can control. That's what's going to hurt you the most.
I'd like to shout out our youth cheerleaders tonight. Look at the number of youth cheerleaders we got in the crowd tonight. Their cheerleaders are just absolutely killing it. Look at these. I'm sure they're going to perform at halftime. It's going to be fantastic. I'm sure it's just going to be hilarious to watch. But it's good to see a lot of cheerleaders out. A little cheer camp here for Righetti. As it's 1st and 15 here for the Eagles. That's going to be Zach Taman bouncing off 2 more, stiff-arming another, and all of a sudden he rumbles, bumbles, and stumbles for a gain of 20.
Yeah, it's going to kill you. You cannot give up the big runs like that.
Watching people try to tackle Zach Taman is like watching little giants try to tackle Spike from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like that's how it feels. Like they're just hanging on their backs. Like you just can't bring that guy down. That handoff is to Leland Dean, the right side, and a good job there by the Warriors. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. And another defensive penalty on the mock snap count. And it seems like every time the Eagles want to go to that, they draw the Warriors off sides. So it'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 10-yard line. Taman behind Krajowski. Krajowski looks to pass. Looking right. Pass is almost jumped. Incomplete. Kobe Allen jumped that route and made a great defensive play to knock it out of the hands of the Eagles receiver. So 3rd and 3. And I would assume you'll see 2 Zach Taman runs if you're the Eagles head coach. Nope, they're going to pass. Nope, they're going to run. Just kidding. It is Taman. Taman is going to run, and he's going to find the end zone. 10-yard touchdown. Zach Taman's 3rd of the night.
Wow. You said he had 10 coming into this game?
I believe so. I got to look at my stats. But I believe he had 9. So that's touchdown number 12 through 4 games. This is the 5th game this year. That's impressive. And the Eagles are going to go for 2. This time it is Krajowski. He's going to pass it, dump it off, and he's got Garrett Lloyd and the 2-point conversion machine. As the Arroyo Grande Eagles. Like that, if you can be that successful on 2 points, that's impressive. And every single one hasn't even been close. They've been untouched on a power out of the backfield. They've had 2 pass plays that have been wide open. And with 10:34 left to play in the first half, it's Eagles 32, Warriors 7. Well, Aiden, I got to ask you if the Warriors are going to get back into this game.
Still a lot of football left. That's all I got to say.
You got to stop.
And you never know.
You never know. You got to chip away, I guess, as they say, right? But as a player, when you get down early like this, 32-7, you're down big. What's your mindset? You got to have, it's got to be a tough thing of emotions. On one hand, you want to try harder, but
it's just something you got to realize that the game's not over till it's over, and you never know what's going to happen. So you just got to keep playing like it's 0-0, my opinion.
Well, it's been an eventful first half, that's for sure. Dustin Reed will kick off for the Eagles. Ball put down at the 40-yard line. Warriors have had a couple of special teams miscue, fumbled a kick return earlier. As this ball sails right into the arms of the Warriors as they take it out and get out to about the 15-yard line. Great kick that took him back all the way to the 5-yard line. It probably would have been better if you just let that one go to the end zone.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was just going to say that. One of those, you just got to let that thing bounce through, and you're starting at the 25.
The reason I say that is he's backing up, and that was number 21, Keegan Bray. You're backing up. You're not getting a momentum going forward. And now you're going to stop, reset, and then go forward. It's the reason you get out to only about the 17-yard line. Officials are trying to sort something out on the field. I don't know if it's a reset of the chains. Here we go.
Looks like they have the empty set again.
Five wide for the Warriors. Matauatia rolling to the right side. Now he's going to have to run switch fields. He's going to look to the left side. That's complete. That is number 2, Kobe Allen. Kobe Allen does a really good job of getting open there for a gain of 11. Nick Matauatia to Kobe Allen to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
First down, Righetti.
Based on what I'm seeing, I see this could turn into one of those games where Matauatia might throw the ball 40, 45 times.
They might need to step away from the run game here and just let Matauatia do his thing with his arm.
So 5 wide again. Matauatia is known to run out of this formation as well. He's going to dump it off. That's going to be incomplete. Kobe Allen just wasn't quite turned around as that pass came quick. And they were not on the same page there. I know you didn't play a whole lot of offense, but this RPO scheme that Pickett runs, there's a lot of reads at the line of scrimmage, and that's Nick's job to sort that out, right?
Correct. And the receivers also need to know because there's a lot of stuff going on the sideline, and it's your job to know what you're doing. So I think everybody just needs to get on the same page, and if you look at that, that would have been a good play there.
2nd and 10. Again, 4 receivers. Malcolm Miller in the backfield. Miller motions out. Dropping back is Matauatia. He's going to look right. He's going to look deep. No, now he's going to run. He's going to put it down. He's got some space. He better get out of bounds. And he does at the 35-yard line. Good gain on the play by Matauatia. Not a whole lot there, but it'll be 3rd and 2. A little shed of light. Mario, we appreciate a little shed. Looks like they lost a couple games in Newberry Park and Toll Bridges on failed 2-point conversion attempts.
Yeah.
So they're focusing on that. Well, they've done a good adjustment there. They made some good adjustments. So 5 wide again. Dropping back. Matauatia looking left. That pass is tipped. Good job there. That's number 13, Hayden Green, who got a fingertip on it and tipped that ball away. So this is a tough decision if you're Coach Pickett. 4th and 2 in your own territory, and you got to feel like you have to get this one because the way Arroyo Grande is moving the football, it's not a matter of if right now. It's a matter of when they're going to score because they just are able to run the football like every team has been this year, and it's been kind of the Warriors' kryptonite has been able to defend the run. We saw it with Napomo and Caleb Evans. We saw it with Luke Kennard from Lompoc. We saw it a little bit last week in multiple roles, and now we're starting to see it again here tonight with Zach Taman with 3 touchdowns so far here in the first half. We're not even 3 minutes into the second quarter. David rugby-style kick. That's a good one, a good spiraling kick, and that's Levi Childers. Childers puts his foot in the ground. Childers out across. That's a fumble on the play, but recovered there by the Eagles. A good job by Arroyo Grande to jump on that, a for sure fumble. Gets to about the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Arroyo Grande. Well, it looks like 70% of you love the tush push. So we're going to end that poll, and we'll have to start up another one here in a second. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Dropping back, Krajowski looking to the left side. That's Clark. Clark is complete, and Ramos grabs him, but he gets out of it and somehow, some way, pushes forward for about 15. I thought the Warriors had him wrapped up, but nope. Caleb Clark, a tough one to bring down. I would assume, Aiden, that we're going to see Caleb Clark playing at the next level.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 45. False start penalty. Or they call it an offside penalty called against the Eagles. So it'll back them up 5 yards. Be 1st and 15 from the 40-yard line. First and 15 for the Eagles. Krajowski's going to pull it out, and nobody saw it. Krajowski had everyone fooled and thought that was going to Taman, and everyone he ran for Zach Taman. He runs for 17 yards on the play. Just when you think you got him figured out, there goes the quarterback, pulls it out on the read option. And it'll be 1st and 10. Dropping back complete. That is to Clark once again. He's going to get 7 on the play. The Idaho Vandal commit. Caleb Clark is what the rumors say.
Wow.
Idaho or Idaho State. I forget which one's which, obviously. I think they're both FCS, if I remember right. I think they played in the Big Sky with Cal Poly.
I believe
you're
correct.
Not 100% sure on that.
I think they play them this year.
Hand off to Taman, and there he goes. Taman to the 20, Taman to the 10, 5, touchdown number 4 for Zach Taman, this time from 35 yards out. I tell you what, Coach Aiden, I'm not going to want to go down and look at the stats of this rushing game. We're 8:38 left in the second quarter, and Zach Taman has 4 touchdowns. I would say he's over 200 yards. I don't know officially. We obviously do not have stats up here, but Zach Taman doing his best Cam Scatabo impression tonight.
Do we have a record on first half touchdowns? Because it's not even the second half yet.
I'm sorry, I did not hear what you
Do we have a record on first half touchdowns? Because imagine he's getting pretty close.
Did we stop that 2-point conversion? I believe
we did, yes.
We believe we did stop that 2-point conversion. I was looking down at my notes. I apologize. So with 8:38 left to play in the first half, the score Eagles 38, Warriors 7. You look down at the Warriors sideline coach. You see the hands on their hips.
Yeah.
It seems like this game was all of a sudden 7-6, and all of a sudden it's been 31 unanswered points that the Eagles have scored. And now, not even halfway through the second quarter, Eagles are on pace to put a large number up there on the scoreboard.
I think the main thing for Righetti is how can you come out after into the second half, and how can you stay competing? You know, because just because this game's not looking the way they want, you still got to know that you can play ball.
Well, Dustin Reed will kick off from the 40-yard line once again. And that kick is going to go to Miller. Miller is going to get it at the 4. Miller cuts forward, gets outside, and he's brought down at the 24-yard line. You just see the swarm tackling there by the Arroyo Grande.
Yeah.
Really good job special teams-wise. The Warriors back on offense, 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Maka Miller in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Dropping back pass, and that pass is low for Covey Allen.
Just looks like everybody's a little frustrated on that offense there.
100% agree with you there. You look at the body language, and it's definitely, AG's, they're wearing them down. No doubt about it. They're wearing the Warriors down, and they're going to have to figure out somehow, some way to figure out some positive things here to push forward, sustain a drive, and try to find some points. Matawatia dropping back, looking right side. He's got Miller out of the backfield. Miller, but 3 Eagles there to stop him. That's number 23, Cole Johnston, the 5'6" junior defensive back who makes a great tackle in space. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Warrior offense. Warriors going to line up 3 receivers to the near side of the field, to the wide side. Matawatia drops back. He's looking again. He's going over the middle. He's got a man running. That is over the head of number 2, Covey Allen. Matawatia slung that one out and just missed him. Allen had a half step, but good coverage there by the Eagles. It'll be 4th down again, and another punt coming deep into the Warriors' territory by David.
Yeah, 3 and outs are going to kill you. Cannot have them.
We said coming into the game, can you control the possession? Can you control the clock? Can you eliminate your turnovers?
Yeah.
All 3 of those ways that we've said for the Warriors' recipe to be competitive in this game obviously have not happened here in the first half. So David will kick. David's punt is spiraling short and fielded about the 42. That's Childers to the right, trying to find an outside, and a good job there by number 26. That is Carlos Ruiz, who makes a fantastic tackle. Great hustle play and a little energy from the Righetti crowd.
I mean, it just looked like he just grabbed him. Not your usual tackle, but still love to see it.
So 1st and 10 at 49-yard line for Arroyo Grande. Taman in the backfield. Krajowski dropping back, looking, and he's going to get sacked. Is he going to get sacked? They're going to blow it dead? They are. A good job there by the Righetti Warriors. That looked like it's number 35, Neo Galindo, leading the way for the Warriors.
Eagles lead it.
You know, I feel like that's the first time we've seen that all night. Just the defense in the backfield. I feel like that's been the main problem with them. They cannot stop the ball in the backfield.
I got to believe at this point, AG's just kind of really trying to work some things out and try to iron some things up. They could just chew the clock and hand it off to Taman most every time, as they do right here. Taman, the midfield. Taman pushes forward and gets to the 45-yard line. But you can definitely tell that head coach Stephen Field is trying to work things out in his offense no matter what the score is. So third down here for the Warrior defense, 3rd and 3. Tried to get the Warriors to jump off sides. They didn't this time. Krajowski's pass is complete to the left side, and that is going to be a first down. That's number 8, Anders Winter, the 6-foot junior wide receiver, who makes the play and gets the Eagle first down. Handoff to Taman. Taman forward. Taman pushes and churns his legs, and all of a sudden he's down with a gain of 7. God, that guy is just really hard to bring down.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like here. You know, it also helps that his lineman is bear hugging him and pulling him backwards.
Yeah, you look at their line. I mean, you got Adon Mendez, Santiago Navarro, 6'2", 259, 6'2", 271. You got Isaiah Ross, 6 foot 296. You got some big boys up front. Anthony Murillo, 6'2", 289. That pass is complete. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Eagles. That's number 3, Leland Dean, on the touchdown. 33-yard touchdown pass from Jacob Krajowski. A great ball from him. Looked like he just kind of ran a streak down the sideline.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. My question here is, when are the Eagles going to start getting their kicker involved? Because to score the way it is, I think you got your 2-point conversion thing figured out there.
We'll see. Maybe it's not what they're doing. 44-7, 5:30 left to play in the first half. They're going to go for 2. The toss is to Taman. Taman pushes forward, and Taman into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So 5:30 left to play in the first half. Eagles 46, Righetti 7. Mr. Watt says, is it too late to vote for the tush push? I mean, 70% said they love it. So, by all means, Mr. Watts, I think you won over the crowd. I was diving into trying to figure out all-time meetings between Righetti and Arroyo Grande because it's an old rivalry.
Yeah.
I was diving back. I found some records on one of the websites for Arroyo Grande, and I believe, if I remember right, the highest point total scored in a game was against Santa Maria. This was, and I think this was outdated. It was 2017, so if they've done it since then. I think it had 65 points was the highest they've scored. Obviously, 46 points here in the first half. They're on pace for perhaps breaking a school record here tonight. Probably a lot of records. I don't know the record books from these schools either way, but Taman could be on pace for some historic night as well. Not sure there, but I'd have to do some more research. 5:30 left to play. Reed is going to kick off. Reed kicks it, and it's going to be fielded at the 4-yard line. That is Brennan. Brennan straight forward, and he runs into a man and gets to the 18-yard line. We're going to need a poll here. Another poll question. We'll have to get one. I do have a couple of people that I feel like are going to come up for an interview. We're going to hear from the band of drum majors after halftime. They're going to come and chat with us and talk a little bit about the band. I know they work very hard doing what they do, and under a relatively new director and Mr. Darryl Belusa. And it'd be nice to hear from the couple drum majors, and we'll have that interview probably at the end of halftime at the start of the third quarter. So we want to feature them. Maka Miller on the jet sweep, gets across the 20 to the 23-yard line. And then we got Alejandro here. Do you have the score of the game going on? Who? 2-1 Giants. Okay, so
Love to see it.
Love to see it. Hey, I finally, usually Weston in here and I are polar opposites, but it's finally somebody in here that actually roots for my team. Unfortunately, obviously, we've been terrible, so it is what it is. Matawatia right side. Pushed out of bounds. Good play there by the far side of the field by the Arroyo Grande Eagles. Matawatia gets a couple, but it'll be third down and about 4. 4:47. This is got to be one of the longest first halves of football that I can possibly remember, to be honest. I cannot think of a longer first half. It feels like it's gone on forever. Third down. Pass complete. No, it's in and out of the hands of Kobe Allen. It'll be fourth down for the Warriors.
The thing I'm noticing the most about the offense this year is that last year you had two such great quarterbacks that if one person wasn't figuring it out, you had someone else to go to. And I think the biggest challenge for the Warriors is how are they going to figure it out to bounce back if they have one bad drive? How are they going to come out and respond with the same people?
Definitely a different team for sure.
Yeah.
You had different skill position players, receivers. A couple injuries here tonight for the Warriors for sure. They're missing the big receiver. Thomas Harris has been out. Noah Kessner, who has the big receptions, is also out. So 2 receivers down this week for the Warriors. Obviously, I think that plays into it. Talking to Coach, the backup quarterback's out this week, so it's going to be Nick the whole way. Even if the score gets insanely crazy, there's not a whole lot of options back there. You're going to have to see things continue. The backup quarterback going into the game was told this is going to be Maka Miller out of the Wildcat. So who knows what's going to happen? Obviously, second half, you still got a lot of ball game to play. It's all 4:44 left in the first half, and you're trying to figure things out. I think at this point, if you're the coach, right, if you're Coach Pickett, you have to just figure out, hey, how can we get into a positive situations and really try to work on things that we're going to need here in the next few games.
Yeah, and I believe that's what the talk's going to sound like in the weight room when they go in there for halftime is how can we come out and respond and still make it like we're playing football,
So fourth down as the Warriors took that timeout, 4:44 left to play in the first half. Been all Eagles since it's been 7-6. Correction, I believe it was 8-7. I think I said that wrong.
Yes, it was
8-7 were Eagles. Since that point in time, that has been 38 consecutive points by the Eagles offense. David on to punt. High snap. Kick is end over end, bounces at the 50, takes a hop. No, it's a fumble. Now he picks it up. And a good tackle there. Looked like number 22, Julian Ruiz. It's weird seeing number 22 out there, Aiden. That might not be you, bud.
It is a little weird for me, too.
It's funny how you associate different players with numbers, right?
Yeah.
Like you and then Ryan Boven, I remember, was 22. If I remember right, he was a big fan of 22. We go back to guys. I remember just certain numbers, just like you think they'll always be that number, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever sport you're playing, you just associate them, and that's cool to see. Speaking of 22, it looks like Kershaw is on the mound in his final start at Dodger Stadium tonight. Zach Taman across the 40-yard line.
Would be kind of nice to see the Giants send off Kershaw with a loss.
It's such a hard feeling because
Yeah.
as a Giant fan, you got to respect the guy. He's
course.
done such a great job. I mean, you know, just his entire career. I do. It's hard to tip my cap and say, but he is. He's just been a fantastic player. Obviously, Hall of Famer, without a doubt. Krajowski's pass complete to the left side for a gain of 5. But, yeah, I mean, him coming out yesterday to say he's retiring, I mean, that's definitely going to be hard for a lot of Dodger fans, I'm sure, to, you know, see next year when he's not out there and you don't see him. Got a chance to see him in person a handful of times pitch, and it's pretty impressive just to watch his warm-up routine and how he goes about his business, doing it for that long. And still at his age and making people miss is impressive. Taman up the middle, gets inside the 25 to the 20-yard line. Baseball playoffs are going to be interesting. I mean, we're baseball fans, obviously, Giant fans, but I think, you know, this year more than any is who knows? I can't tell you who I think is going to come out of the AL, and NL is very tough too. I mean, Dodgers, anybody to be the champs, you got to beat the champs for sure, but like, golly. This run goes to the left side. That's Anders Winter as he gets to the 15-yard line. But man, I maybe that's our poll question for the second half. Who do you got in the?
I'm liking the Phillies.
You like the Phillies? I mean, Zach Wheeler going out was big for them.
Yeah,
they can figure things out. Obviously, everybody's got questions, right? Starting pitching, the Dodgers bullpen has been shambles with Tanner Scott and everybody. Yeah. I mean, it's you never know. Like Milwaukee, they don't hit enough home runs. Maybe they say, right? Like that's who knows, but. Taman left side. Taman again. Again. Touchdown, Zach Taman. This time from 15 yards. Is that number 5?
I believe it is.
It's got to be a first half record.
Oh, for sure. And that's when you start thinking, as the AG coach, when do you start putting your backup players in?
I mean, maybe it's halftime. Who knows? It's Taman forward for 2-point conversion, and they get this one. So 3:18 left to play in the first half. The score, Arroyo Grande, is it 54? Righetti, 7. We're going to have to find some different things to talk about here in the second half.
Yeah.
Fantasy football. I'm looking forward to college football this week. Where's college game day this week?
Miami, baby.
Yeah, that's right. You're this guy next to me. Okay, first of all, Giants fan, Phoenix Suns fan, Denver Broncos fan, Miami Hurricanes fan. Guess what his favorite color is? I'll give you one guess.
Orange,
orange, right? Goodness gracious! Is that your kid? You just like, I think I'm gonna root for all the orange teams.
You know, I think so. I think that is kind of what I did.
You're not a Syracuse fan.
Well, me being from Florida, Miami's always
that's true. How'd you become a Suns fan? Who'd you like?
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker. Alejandro here's got the Chargers. They look great. They look like maybe early favorites. Them and the Bills. Do you agree? Yeah. Bills, I thought, looked super good. And last night,
they didn't look that great.
Yeah. Was like, the Dolphins played a good game. That's football, though. NFL is so evenly matched. That's why we love it. Reed's kick fielded by Maka Miller at the 6-yard line. Pushes forward. Puts his foot in the ground. There goes Maka. Maka out across the 35 and a good tackle there by the Eagles. That's number 8, Anders Winter, who made a really good tackle to keep Maka from getting into Eagles territory. Well, even though Weston's not here, his Aunt Amy has made us some food back there. And I'm looking at it. I haven't even peeked in what it is. I'm very, very much looking forward to halftime and getting some food. So
gonna have to agree with you on that one.
Yes, she just takes care of us up here in the booth every single game since I've been doing this. It feels like She has come through with a fantastic dinner. Matawatia right side on the quarterback keeper. Matawatia, good tackle there. Really good tackle on the right side. And that looks like it's 23 again. Cole Johnston come down from the safety position, and he met Matawatia 2 yards downfield.
I think that's the first time we've seen Matawatia keep the ball there and run tonight. You know, saw it a lot in the past, and it kind of wasn't working out, so maybe they stepped away from it, but they're trying to just figure something out tonight.
Funny enough, he was the leading rusher coming in tonight for the Warriors. Led him in carries. And you're right, Coach. That was the first time we've seen him run all night. A design run, I should say. Matawatia to the left side. That's complete to Caden Beaker. Caden Beaker should have enough for a first down, I believe. Let's see where they spot it. And the officials will give him a first down.
Seems like this crowd's still in the game, though. You know?
Absolutely.
It's always something you love to see, no matter the score. As long as the crowd's still here, gives it something
Crowd's
a little
still here.
better.
Crowd's still online. We appreciate you watching. Aunt Lisa's watching from Texas. Aunt Lisa.
Wow.
Bang Bang Niner gang. First home game Sunday. Matawatia on the keeper. Matawatia to the 30, 20. Can he get in? 10, 5. Touchdown, Nick Matawatia. That was 54-yard on the touchdown run.
That's something you love to see there. Like I said, they haven't been doing that too much during this game, but the second time he does it, it looks like it works. Maybe they can keep doing that, figure something out here.
Did we miss a penalty flag? I hear there was a penalty flag. Unsportsmanlike penalty, this time called against the Eagles. So that should be enforced on the kickoff, I believe. As the Warriors going to keep the offense on the field. Hey, credit the student section for lighting off the confetti cannons.
Sticking through it.
Sticking through it. Looks like the theme is whiteout. They got a bunch of sparkling like headbands. Is what it looks like. Pass is complete. Matawatia finds Casper Gomez. No, correction. That's not Gomez. That's number 19, James Taylor, the tight end for a 2-point conversion. So 2:17 left to play in the first half. The score is Eagles 54, Warriors 15.
Looks like Nick did a reverse there. Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if I'd be celebrating right now.
but
you know, if it's keeping you in the game.
Yeah. We're making a point of the basketball hoop when they came down and we're dunking the football, or dunking the basketball there as a celebration. Big thing is a good play, a positive play by the Warriors. That's the most important part of it. And if they can put together more drives like that to get first downs, I think that's something that you want to see.
The field position here, I just imagine David's going to put this thing in the back of the end zone.
I will say $1 says it goes through the uprights. You want to take that? We're shaking on it. That's not a great bet by me. Tell you what, I'll get you dinner if you win. Thanks, Aunt Amy. So David's going to tow it at the 45. At this point, honestly, you're down by so much, I would consider an onside kick.
Yeah. Oh.
There it is, and it is going to be fielded by the Eagles. You definitely have to do that.
So I would say our bet is canceled after that.
Yeah, I mean, I did call that. Kurt wanted to take the bet too. Sorry, Kurt.
Arroyo Grande 33 right now.
Kurt, you'll have to drop your Venmo in the chat and I'll get you that $1. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 2:15, the longest first half in the history of high school football, or so it feels like. Looked like the right guard jumped there. It'll be a false start penalty. Well, if you have any indication of if the the Eagles are going to call off the dogs, it's still Krajowski, still Taman in the backfield.
Maybe
Definitely
we'll see something change in the second half, but I imagine the Eagles are still coming in the mindset that they are 1-3. So maybe they're trying to just get confidence here.
Handoff does go to Taman. And his probably shortest run of the night of 4 yards. Mac in the chat saying that I still owe him $5 from last night. I did bet him on you. I do owe you $5. Good play there by number 6, Ruben Ramos. Shot the gap into the backfield and a loss. So the Eagles offense, I would assume, is probably going to run this clock inside of 1 minute before they snap this. Righetti Warriors have one timeout. The Eagles will get the ball to start the second half. Dummy snap. Warriors don't jump. Dropping back. Krajowski looking to the left side. One-on-one coverage and a good job. Underthrown ball intended for Copeland Hartford, the senior wide receiver on the left side, and good coverage there by the Warriors.
Looks like we're going to see a punt here, I would imagine.
So Krajowski, the punter. Gotta love when your quarterback's also the punter. You can run a lot of different types of trickery out of that formation. I would assume not here in this situation and the score. Brian Moneghetti wants to know the prediction for Oklahoma versus Auburn tomorrow. Let me ask you this, Brian. Where is that game at? Is it in Norman or is that in Auburn? Because that makes a difference. Krajowski's punt. Fielded at the 38. And Veeker pulled down at the 39. Oklahoma's been tough. I haven't watched a whole lot of them.
I haven't seen a lot of them either.
I do know their quarterback is kind of like a gunslinger this year. He's kind of like everybody's like talking about him, or he's been made some headlines. Has been having a really good year so far. Looks like it's in Norman. Oklahoma all the way.
I'm gonna say Oklahoma because Brian,
Boomer Sooner, baby.
Yeah.
You know who's been impressive? Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield this year.
Oh, that's my fantasy quarterback right there. I love Baker.
Season. I mean, he is fun
stud.
to watch. Matalatia hands off to Maka Miller.
A lot of people say Baker Mayfield's the Johnny Manziel that made it.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
He's what we all expected Johnny Manziel to be. Yeah. Baker reminds me a lot of Brett Favre, watching him when I was growing up. Baker Mayfield, the fact that he showed up, got cut 2 days, and 2 days cut by the Panthers, 2 days later, showed up for Los Angeles Rams knowing about 7 plays and won the football game. That pass is over the head of Justin Oliveras. It'll be 3rd down and 10. But the fact that he did that, I think that was a couple years ago.
Yeah,
it was one of the most impressive things I've seen in a long time at the football field.
The thing I love about Baker is, you saw it on Monday night. He goes down there and he wins the game. But on that game-winning drive, he goes down and looks hurt. C.J. Gardner-Johnson gets in his face, and he just stands right back up. He does not back down from a fight, and I think you got to love that in a quarterback.
There's definitely some I feel like there was definitely more to that whole story that we didn't hear. That pass is incomplete. I believe that was intended for Daniel France. It was number 30.
Yeah, hoping Baker does good this week. I need points out of him.
And that's the one thing I feel like about fantasy football, and I feel like you have a new favorite player every year, right?
Yeah.
Like the way, depending on how you do. Like for me, I had McCaffrey in a year that we did really well. I've had, certain guys, and it's like, man, these guys have really. And then on top of that, you definitely dislike some players in fantasy because they don't do anything for you, and you can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, so about this play.
Talatia's pass incomplete. Some coverage that will be a penalty. So Maka Miller definitely got pushed down on the play, and he'll get the flag.
Yeah, McCaffrey, he's one of those guys that I love him as a player, but as a fantasy person, I don't really like him because last year I took him number 1 overall, and
that was tough.
It was rough,
That's rough.
I thought he was going to be great for me last year, and he played maybe 3 games.
Thinking back, that was in our baseball fantasy.
Yeah.
League. Coach Castellanos.
Oh, my God.
Lost that league by a landslide. The punishment was to suit up to be Bat Boy from one of our games. He never showed up.
He was dodging it.
He did not pay up to his bets. So if any of you guys know Alex Castellanos, send him in a message right now and let him know that it's unacceptable to not pay off your fantasy bets. We expect him to be now cheerleader at a Righetti football game.
Yeah, new punishment.
New punishment.
He needs to dress up as Willie the Warrior, I think.
Willie the Warrior. Oh, goodness. So Eagles will have it 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line. 15 seconds left in the first half. AG could just kneel on it, or they could try to run a play. They're going to hand it off to Taman. Taman forward, and he gets to the 30-yard line. Should run out the clock, unless Coach Field wants to take a timeout, and he's not going to. He's going to elect to go to half. So an eventful first half. It's been all Eagles, led by Zach Taman's 5-touchdown effort tonight in the first half. The score at halftime, yes, we're still only at halftime, is the Arroyo Grande Eagles 54, Righetti 15. I mean, a lot of dejected Warriors out there for sure, Aiden. But I think, like you said, what's the story? What's the message at halftime?
Honestly,
you have to play for some pride, right?
Yeah. Try to just get more points on the board. I would have to say that. Defense, try to not let them score, I guess. Don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see.
Well, we will see in a little bit. We're going to have the presentation we're going to have the cheerleaders performing out here with the mini cheerleaders. This should be fun. Really want to hear them perform. I will say, let's try this. If we talk through this and give them some credit, maybe they don't copyright us for the song that they're about to play. But I do feel like it's important that we show the cheerleaders a little bit of love, because look at them. I mean, they've stuck it out through this night. They've been out there for an hour and a half. There's, 40, 50 girls out there, young girls, and just ready out there to perform. And they've been working on this all day with our Righetti varsity cheerleaders, who credit them also. They do a fantastic job. They got the pom-poms. They got the kids. And I really am looking forward to what they play. Hopefully, if they do, they do. What are they going to do? Take money away? It's not like we're making any money off this. If they cut it out, they cut it out. So we're going to definitely watch the cheerleaders here. I hope that they're going to bring their A game for sure. No doubt. So let's see. They're going to get lined up. I mean, you're familiar with one of these cheerleaders. Hayden, let's go.
Yeah.
Your boo thing, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yeah. That's my girlfriend.
Okay.
They've been doing this all week, practicing she seems very stressed, but they said they're going to be good, so we'll see how it is.
See, they start off with a wave. Let's give them some love here. All right. This should be fun. Let's do it. A little Bruno Mars going on. A little 24 karat. Love it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In sync, I love it. It wouldn't be great if they just stunted and threw like one of the little girls like 7
Oh, that'd
miles
be
in the air and
hilarious.
caught her. Is that legal?
You know, I'm not sure about that one.
That'd be super cool. Obviously, safely. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not condoning anything other than pure safety, but it would be really cool. Look at that. Look at those ladies. Good job. Fantastic. Shout out Cheerleader. Oh, she shit. Girl just hit the splits. She's doing back handsprings. Look at this. Girls just going off in town right here. Let's just tumble all over the place. Get it. Come on. I don't know if that's a cartwheel or a round off. I didn't know. My wife's probably critiquing it at home.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either.
I couldn't even tell you. That's a pretty impressive. Oh, that girl did a back handspring.
Yeah.
Very well done. Very well done. Our cheerleaders. And then now our band's going to come perform, and we're going to hear from a couple of our band members here at the end. So we're going to play this performance here for you, at least a little bit of it. And we're going to enjoy some food. Anyways, we'll be back with a little bit of analysis after the band performance with 11:28 left, about 15 minutes or so. So grab a drink. If you're still watching, grab some food, and join us back here in a little bit as you watch the Righetti High School Marching Band.
Righetti High School Warrior Marching Band and Color Guard. Tonight is junior high band night. Righetti Warrior Marching Band and Color Guard would like to welcome the junior high school band students from Orcutt Junior High, Lakeview Junior High School, and Jimenez Junior High School. And hopes to see you next year. Under the direction of band director Mr. B, drum major Susie Perez, and Jesus Herrera Romero, is your band ready? Performing their 2025 program entitled Night Watch, Righetti High School is proud to present the Righetti High School Warrior Marching Band and Color Guard.
Well, folks, welcome back to the game. It is just about 3 minutes until we're going to kick off the second half. It's been all Eagles, 54-15 as they lead the Righetti Warriors here tonight on game number 5, the 63rd meeting between these two schools. And really, alongside Aiden Randolph, my name is Kyle Tognazini. And Aiden, it's been all Zach Taman, who is somewhat, I would assume, going for some sort of record, as he has 5 touchdowns in the first half. If you just total up those first half touchdown runs, that's 113 yards. That's not even considering any of the other stuff. He's well over 200 yards, I'm sure. The story has been the Warriors just have not been able to stop him.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see that. I don't think I've ever seen that in a football game before. 5 touchdowns in the first half. Start to wonder, are the Eagles going to keep going to him? Or are they going to let some younger guys get some experience in? This game, I would say it's over. But, I mean, you never know. It's football. But we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, so for the Warriors, Zach Taman got on the board first. It was 7-0, or actually 8-0, as they went for 2. 27-yard touchdown run by Taman. And then it was the Warriors who struck back with a 15-yard touchdown pass from Matawatia to Caden Beaker. That score was 8-7. Well, since that point in time, it was all Eagles. I think they rattled off something like 48 straight points or something. It wasn't that many, but it was like 38 straight points before the Warriors got back into the end zone with a 54-yard touchdown run by Nick Matawatia. There was a kickoff return for touchdown by Levi Childers. There was a special teams fumble for the Warriors that led to another touchdown for the Eagles. And really everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong there in the first half. So I ask you, we said like this when we were off air, we said, you got to come out here and you play with some pride and, play with a little bit of energy, dig deep. I know it's a tough situation, but you got to have a little bit of pride here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think biggest thing is just keep your head up and that you got a game next week. So go out there and play this half like it's the beginning of the game and carry it into next week. No matter how the first half looked, got to go out there thinking that score as much as we can, defense be good, and then just try to carry that into a long road trip next week to Garces, I believe.
Yeah, they'll head to Garces next week to take against a very good Garces team who beat Paso Robles, the team that Righetti fell to last week. But yeah, like you said, it's not the end of the season, right? The season's not over today. They haven't started league yet. This is what you got to find. But the one thing that the Warriors got to do is clean a lot of things up, and I think they're definitely a team that needs some rest. Obviously their bye week is in 2 weeks, so they play Garces next week, and then they have finally their bye week before they start their league schedule. But out of the gate in league is probably the toughest matchup. That's San Luis Obispo.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that shapes up. But it's going to be Eagle football here to start the second half as David will kick off from the 40-yard line. 54-15. Thank you guys for all watching and sticking with us. I know there's a handful of you guys still out there. New poll in the chat, most impressive NFL team this season. 6 of you have voted. It said Bills, Chargers, Eagles, someone else. Who's your someone else? Aiden rolled off Colts. I've been impressed with Danny Dimes.
Yeah,
making a name
I hate
himself.
to say the Colts because of what happened last weekend. It's hard for me to say that, but got to give respect to where it's due.
Let us know who you think is the biggest surprise so far in the NFL season. We'll get to a handful of topics. We'd love to hear questions, whatever. Onside kick. Warriors got it. Kobe Allen out of the half. A perfect onside kick by David, and the Warriors get the ball.
That's the way to come out at half. You didn't have things go out the way you wanted in the second half, but hopefully this could be a start to something. You never know.
So back on the field is offense for Righetti, and anything you can get energizing is going to be good. And it'll be Nick Matawatia and the Warriors with Maka Miller in the backfield. Maka Miller, right side with space inside the 40, gets a first down. Maka Miller, a good run for 12. Lisa Beth says Cowboys.
Who said that?
Cowboys. Respectfully going to disagree.
When you got Russell Wilson throwing 500 yards on your team.
They won that game.
Yeah, they did.
1st and 10. here for the Warriors. Maka Miller up the middle. Maybe a yard into the wall of Eagles defenders once again. It'll be 2nd and 9. Pass complete to Vicker. Vicker right side. That's a first down for Caden Vicker. And he's hyped up as he shows the first down signal.
First down, Righetti.
So it'll be 1st and 10 here at the 24-yard line. Play action pass. Oh, the pump fake. Now throwing deep. Got a man on the sideline. Incomplete. Really good coverage there by the Eagles defensive back Anders Winter. Daniel France ran kind of a wheel right on the play action fake, and that was just nothing there.
Yeah.
Smart throw out of bounds though by Matawatia.
Yeah, it is. You don't want to force a throw there and end up throwing an interception. You already got the onside kick. Let's get some points out of it, and let's not do any stupid turnovers here.
So 2nd down and 10. Matawatia empty set. Play action, that's going to be Matawatia to run the football. Matawatia forward, following France. Matawatia pushes forward, I think he's going to have it. He's going to have the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 13-yard line.
First down, Righetti.
You know, we were up in Paso last week, and the PA announcer was Matatia. Like, I mean, it was 7 different variations of how to pronounce Nick Matawatia, and none of them were correct.
Thought he would have got a hint maybe if someone would have told him, but, you know.
1st and 10. Handoff is to Maka Miller. Pushes over a guy. Spins around forward inside the 10-yard line. Initial contact was good. He fell forward, was able to elude the defender and make positive gain out of that. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
When I look at Walker in the backfield, he kind of looks like Ashton Jency when he played for Boise. He just kind of stands up straight tall, you know. Maybe, I don't know if that's going to...
That's a hefty comparison.
Yeah, I mean, just the way his stance is.
The stance.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. The stance. Matautia's pass complete. That's Vicker. Vicker inside the 5. Vicker pushing forward, and he's going to have the first down, but it's going to be short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal for the Warriors inside the 2-yard line. So the Warriors trying to come out here in the second half and put some points right on the bar. After they onside kick and return the onside kick, Matawatia straight forward. Matawatia into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Matawatia, his 2nd of the game, 2nd rushing of the game, 3rd overall from 2 yards out.
I love to see that. That just looked like pure confidence come out of the Warriors right there. Like I said, that's what you're going to need going into next week.
So the Warriors are going to go for 2 here. Matawatia stands next to Maka Miller. Handoff is going to be, it's going to be a reverse to Oliveris. Oliveris pushes forward. Can he get in the end zone? Oliveris does not. The official on the far side of the field says no. So with 9:14 left to play in the 3rd quarter, the score Eagles 54, Warriors 21. But tell you what, Aiden, you said come out here and play with some pride. They go down, score the football.
Yeah, that's something I'd love to see there, you know. the players look like they have not given up, and that's always a good thing to see in a team.
The slam dunk celebration again was the loud cheer you heard. Alejandro, what's the score of the game? Still 2-1? Yeah. All right. So I got to ask you, you onside kick a second time?
I mean, it doesn't look like they're expecting it. What do you have to lose? That's what I got to say to that. What do you have to lose?
You're 2 for 2, like, or you're 1 for 1. Like, might as well. I mean, the way AG has been running the football tonight, you know.
I mean, we've seen what happens when they do kick it back there. It's a return or a lot of yards, you know. So
either way, you could see. And they do it again. This time it's fielded and returned. You got to be kidding me. Here they go. Here goes Cole Johnson. 10-5 touchdown and onside kick return for a touchdown. I don't think I've seen that other than maybe in Madden.
I think I saw a college team do it a couple years ago, but I cannot remember what team it was. But, man, it's not what you like to see.
Cole Johnston. It was a good onside
It was
kick.
great.
It bounced exactly what you wanted to. That just nobody was there for the Warriors.
I mean, the thing you got to do is you got to have a guy come hit that dude and then open it up so someone on the Warriors can grab that ball.
So we've seen 2 kick returns for touchdowns. Just when you think you haven't seen what you've seen it before, it's something to go and surprise you.
Looks like they're going for the extra point here. I don't think we've seen that.
I guess the positive is your offense is going to get the ball right back. And the Eagles are going to kick this one. And that kick by Dustin Reed is good. So our score with 9:04 left to play in the third quarter. Eagles 61, Warriors 21. And that clap by Alejandro must mean the Dodgers must have scored. Yeah. Oh, nice. There you go. I mean, nice for you. Where'd you see that? My computer? Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that. Here you go. On my phone. There you go. Alejandro is using my phone to the score game, sliding into everybody's DMs. So if you get one from Alejandro, that's him. That's not me. Are we connected there, by the way? All right, good. Love it.
What do you think the Eagles do here? Do you think they try to be fancy, or do you think they have respect and they just kick it down?
There's no way you onside kick. You're up 40.
Yeah.
You're going to kick the ball deep. They've defended the deep kick very well.
Pretty perfect.
I don't think the Warriors on a handful of occasions got past the 20. Looks like Kershaw's standing ovation was amazing. That's what I'm hearing in the chat. I would imagine it would be. Just credit to the Dodger fans for sticking after it past the 7th inning. Sorry, that was a low blow. I see Rams. Somebody commented Rams in the chat. Yep. Rams have been good. My wife's been happy about that one. And this kick is going to be deep. It's going to go at the 15-yard line by Maka Miller. Maka looking patiently, trying to find some space. Tries the left side. And gets out near the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. There's another guy. Otani has been impressive. I mean, yes, right, another one. Like, he's the greatest player the world has probably ever seen.
I don't think I've seen anybody do it.
I don't even mind putting that on him right now. Like, the guy's still throwing 5 shutout innings, throwing 98 miles an hour, and then leading the league in everything else as well at the plate. Like,
and having 50 home runs. Like
50-50. Like, he's stealing 50 bags. He's batting leadoff. He bats whatever he bats. I mean, it's so impressive what he can do at the plate. And the fact that the Angels pissed away part of his career is honestly embarrassing.
I mean, look what they do with Mike Trout, though. So
Like, imagine if he was his whole career with LA,
Yeah.
right? Like, it just would have been. LAD, not LAA. Sorry.
Yeah. How about Tampa Bay, though? The Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, yeah. I mean,
But I think they're a
100%.
team that, they don't really have a competitive division, I would say, when it comes to wins.
No.
I feel like they're always kind of the favorite to win that division.
I mean, they've won it, 5,
For
6 years in a
the
row?
past few years, yeah.
They've won it. I mean, that division was one of those weird ones in football where I think like there was a different winner as that pass is complete to Vicker on the outside and a good run, and it looks like Vicker, it'll be a penalty marker, probably a late hit, I think. Anyways, what we were saying is I think that there was a period of time where like there was like 7 or 8 years in a row where not a single team won back-to-back division titles, and then all of a sudden Tampa Bay's won like 5 in a row.
The Brady effect, ever since.
The Dolphins. Taylor says the Dolphins coming back for the perfect record this year.
Well,
man, I'll tell you what, Taylor. If Coach McDaniels makes it through 3 more games, I'd be shocked. That's where I feel about the Dolphins. I mean, great credit them for competing last night in the game, but I just think it's.
I mean, Tua was in an interview and he said the interception he would have thrown that ball 10 out of 10 times. So what's that say to you about maybe?
Yeah, you got the Tyreek Hill issues.
Yeah,
allegedly, right, and all that stuff. I mean, it seems like it's a tough one there in Florida. But hey, you know what? I know a few Dolphins fans out there. I wondered, after last week, all right, who's the first NFL coach going to be fired? Is it going to be Brian Dable or Mike McDaniel? I still stand by Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
I just think, flea flicker coming. We got some trickery. Matauatia's got Oliveris wide open. Oh, just over the head of Justin Oliveris on the flea flicker. Matauatia got rocked in the backfield. Man, had him wide open.
That would have been nice to see there.
That play is definitely, haven't seen that one this year.
No. Getting deep into this game, just got to pull all kinds of tricks out of the bag at this point.
I mean, I wonder, do you even try to show him?
Yeah.
I don't. Maka Miller on the run. Maka gets, we'll call it 2 on the play. Mario asks, is the score 60 or 61 in the chat? Scoreboard here says 61, so we're going with 61. Landcourt says Packers best NFL team.
Yeah, the Packers do look
they
pretty good.
They look good. Maka Miller with some space. Maka Miller inside the 25-yard line. A great run there by Maka Miller. And a first down for the Warriors. I got to agree, Packers look very good.
They do.
They really do.
I think Josh Jacobs has scored a touchdown in the past 12 consecutive games. I will say that. So if you're going to put a bet in this weekend, Josh Jacobs over half a touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, anytime TD, baby. Put it on.
Yeah.
Gamble responsibly. This ad is not an advertisement by DraftKings. Price Picks.
Just giving out some free picks.
But if you want to use the promo code, I'm willing to give it out to get that $50 credit. Matauatia scrambles around in the backfield. Matauatia looking for somebody. He's got Oliveris on the sideline just out of his reach. Incomplete.
How about Carson Wentz, starting quarterback this weekend?
Carson Wentz.
For the Vikings.
Hear me out. That might not be a bad thing
No.
for the Vikings. McCarthy is not.
Yeah.
He looked okay.
But
the last week was not good, and he seemed like it was just a little too big.
Kind of excited to see what Carson Wentz does. Marcus Mariota, Commanders. There's a lot of injuries going around in the NFL right now.
Week? Daniels is out?
Daniels is out. Mariota in.
NFL injuries have been crazy.
Burrow.
Week 3, and it's nuts.
Purdy. A lot
Jones,
of quarterback. Yeah, Mac Jones.
I mean, Mac Jones going against Kyler Murray. I think that's the Niners' home opener this weekend up in Santa Clara.
Oh.
That pass is incomplete, intended for Oliveris. Oliveris ran about an 8-yard out route. Good pass deflection there. I think that was Hayden Green, the defensive back for Arroyo Grande.
The Lions put up a statement last weekend.
You can't tell me that was a little revenge game. Whatever happened that we don't know about with what was it, Ben Johnson?
Their old OC,
their old OC, who's now the head coach for the Chicago Bears. 100%.
I mean, I'm not complaining
because some bad blood there.
St. Brown had about 40 points for me last weekend.
Oh, that's a guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I've loved because of fantasy.
Yes.
Amon-Ra St. Brown has been like the 2 years I won my league, I had him and he was like my number one. But Tawatia runs it again inside the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th down for the Warriors, and I'm curious if this is something you try a field goal. Just to try it. I know it's 40-point game, but this is something maybe you just want to give your kicker, who I think is 1 for 4. David's 1 for 4 in the year. Give him a little confidence when you need it. And this will be from the 27. It'll be 37 yards. So David from the right hash, trying to get one from 37 yards out. But Tawatia will be the holder. Snap is good. Kick is down, and the kick is sailing left. But, yeah, it's wide left.
I think I saw a leverage call there.
A leverage call?
Yeah,
No flag on the field.
No? Oh, okay.
No flag on the field.
I thought I saw some leverage since that's a thing now, I guess.
Landcore is in the chat talking some giant slander. Speaking of Landcore, sitting around watching the freshman cheerleaders, they look good this in the JV game, for sure. So shout out to our guy Landcore. First and 10 for the Eagles, and we are going to see some backups here for Arroyo Grande. That's number 32, I believe, Jacob Lager, or Lager. We'll call it Lager. There is a penalty marker on the play. Looks like it'll be called on the Eagles. How about college football, Aiden? You've been watching a little college football?
I have.
Who do you got this year? I mean, I know you like Miami.
I got Miami.
You think Carson Beck?
He's looking good.
I feel like a regret for Georgia.
Yeah,
getting rid of him or letting him walk into Miami. I mean, credit the Cavender twins or whatever one, and then also credit Miami. But
last year everybody was saying Miami was a fluke because they didn't play too many ranked opponents. This year they have 3 games, 2 wins against 2 ranked opponents, USF, and then came out and beat Notre Dame. That was pretty big, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's Notre Dame was, if I remember right, in the national championship last year, right? Yeah. I think, I mean, through and through, the ACC is definitely not nearly as deep as that pass is complete to Israel Heredia, number 30. And so that's what I worry about Miami. It's like, they got a couple ranked opponents, but if they play an SEC schedule, right? Like, what is their record? How do they stack up against those teams like LSU, like Texas, like Georgia, like,
Yeah. They do got Florida this weekend, but, I mean, they have not been anything, to be honest.
No, but honestly,
they didn't lose too bad to LSU.
They didn't. And so they got embarrassed by, what was that, UCF? Or what was that?
USF.
Game? USF.
They lost by a field goal. It was kind of embarrassing,
USF. Is USF the Bulls?
Yes. University of Southern Florida. Yes.
Yeah. UCF
Central Florida and
Where's
Southern.
USF is what city?
Pretty sure it's West Palm Beach where I'm from.
Palm Beach.
Yeah.
There you go. See, look at this. Florida knowledge is coming off. Brian Montegay says Oklahoma 9 ranked opponents this year. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Ohio State obviously looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe one of the best players in football.
Texas? What are we going to do with Arch Manning?
Arch Manning. That's
a question.
That's a poll question.
Yeah.
Arch Manning, how are we feeling? Are we ready to maybe consider a second backup, for Texas, who's got the guys around him?
The thing is, though, Arch Manning, it's not like he came out saying he was like the guy.
No.
everybody kind of gave him the hype, and he even said himself he didn't deserve it. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that pans out the rest of the year.
Obviously his name, right? That's
Exactly.
the big thing. I'm curious how that pans out for him, because watching a couple Texas games, I think he's missed a handful of throws that he should have made. He looks like he gets kind of in this weird motion where he like drops down and throws like a weird arm slot instead of getting his feet under him.
Yeah. He kind of looks a little stiff in the pocket, you know?
Yeah.
Not
but
very.
obviously he can run. Like he's got wheels,
Yeah.
he's got the tools, and obviously he's got the team around him. So we'll see.
I think it's just a matter of time.
Flea flicker again. Now Tawatia scrambling for his life. But Tawatia gets hit as that ball goes off the backboard. Yes, off the backboard. There it is. Okay, if you guys don't think I'm joking, it's off the backboard. Mike Emerson says Archie would transfer to Ole Miss if he gets benched, so I vote bench him.
Ole Miss.
Hotty toddy. Mike, I gotta ask. I think didn't it come out? Ole Miss's quarterback's out this week. Correct. Let me know, because I think I saw that in the news like the last couple of days. We have an inflatable unicorn and shark walking with Willie the Warrior. That pass is complete to Caden Beaker, who
and he gets up.
Guy. Mario said he would have given 2 points if it went in the basket. I agree. I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not? Surprised we didn't see a flag there. I know high school you're not supposed to be jumping, but
Emerson says still injured. Yeah, I thought I saw that. The Lane train down in Oxford. I mean, it feels like the whole SEC. It's like what? Of course, it's week 3. They're all going to be ranked, right? Like that's so. It's like when do they separate themselves? Alabama's kind of laid an egg, like but then they look good. I don't know. It's
like they lost to FSU, but FSU also looks kind of good. So it's like, how do you compare that?
Yes, Nate Linkor, I agree. UCLA football is the worst team, and I'm sure that makes your sister really happy when you say that. His sister is a UCLA student. Yes, their football team. So talk about Nico Amaliava, the quarterback that transferred from Tennessee to UCLA, making all that money, and he's just now he's 0-3.
Doing.
In Tennessee, worst loss of the week last week was Tennessee against Georgia. Had the opportunity to win that game.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And then
overtime.
And then he goes into overtime, makes basically the same field goal. Yeah. It's like
that was brutal.
That guy probably needs security walking around campus. I would have to imagine.
I'll tell you what, I know a lot of UT fans, and I didn't even think about texting them after that game.
Yeah.
Talatia's pass across the far side of the field. Good toe tap there on 4th down from Caden Beaker. First down for the Warriors. Really good adjustment to that catch by Caden Beaker.
I believe it was Clemson last week that lost to Georgia Tech, right?
Georgia Tech's good, though.
Yeah.
Ramblin' Wreck have played good football this year. I think they're 2-0, or maybe now they're 3-0. Clemson is, I feel like, unrightfully so, calling for Dabo's head in Clemson.
Yeah.
But, guys won national titles. Emerson says, Ed Orgeron to UCLA. That'd be interesting. France on the run, out across the 20, still pushing his way forward. That's Daniel France, the sophomore tight end, with a good play.
Oh, my God.
And
there it is. There's
the penalty.
Yeah. Saw that one coming.
Oh, what did he do? Did you see it?
It just looked like a little bit of unsportsmanlike conduct there with number 4.
Yeah.
Game like this, emotions are high. It's Warriors probably are mentally checked out, maybe,
Still,
yeah,
it's happened too many times.
Too many times, and that's, yeah.
Still to back them up 15 yards, which has been a good drive. The Warriors have made some good plays to keep this drive alive. They're working their way down, but now it's going to be a long ways here as the ball's pushed back to the 36-yard line. Well, I thought we were going to have the band members come up and chat with us. They told us they were. I don't know if they left or not, but trying to see if I can get his attention. I was hoping I could put on one of those band hats and enjoy a little walking around with those. They look cool to wear. A little feather. I don't even know what that is. I was hoping maybe they could bring a drum set up here and we can just have some fun. Oh, watch out, Matawatia. That pass is complete to France. Great throw. Nick Matawatia stuck in the pocket, got hammered, but delivered a dime to Daniel France, who got about 14 yards, pretty much got the whole penalty back. I believe it'll be third and about a yard, maybe just short, maybe a half a yard at this point. I gotta say, one of my funniest moments from last year is when we took the baseball team to Fresno for the game, and the band rode on the bus with us.
Oh my God,
And you guys were playing whatever game that was. Was it Among Us?
I think it was, yes.
And just
that was so funny.
I was crying laughing at the screaming going on that bus. So
good times,
great times. Yeah, I'll see if I can get Mr. Beluson's attention. I don't see him down there.
First down, Righetti.
They're out here grinding away, right? Like 61-21. They're out here getting it done.
Yeah.
First and 10 here. You ever play an instrument?
I actually kind of played the drums.
Kind of do?
Yeah, a little bit.
With your pencil or in
I
class?
don't know. My dad actually is in a band.
Set?
Yeah, and he plays drums. So we got like multiple drum sets at my house.
Pass is complete. And I believe that was to Kobe Allen, number 2. It is. Inside the 1 yard line. Great pass, kind of back across his body, Nick Matawatia. So 6.6 seconds left. Going to run the clock. It'll probably go into the fourth quarter. Here comes the tush push, folks. There it goes. Matawatia forward, and it is a tush push for a touchdown.
Gotta love it. Love
Gotta
the tush
love
push.
it.
You know, and that's why I like it, because people say the tush push is Eagles only, and they act like it's only the Eagles that can use it. But anybody in the NFL could use it. I mean, it can correlate to high school.
If you had the over 87.5, you just hit your point spread. Wow. 61-27 here. Eagles over the Warriors.
Oh, he missed the dunk.
I'll tell you what, if you're still watching this game, we really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a Friday night. We love being here. Hey, this is your first game. I got to say, man, it's been fun. I
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun to talk some sports. Now, the cheerleaders, I think, are performing some sort of something from a Moana soundtrack. I'm not
That's
sure.
what it sounds like, yeah.
It was an interesting tune. David's kick is good. So, with no time left in the third quarter, we'll head to the fourth quarter of the score. Arroyo Grande Eagles 61, Righetti Warriors 28. Nick Matawatia, 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. Mario says, there goes the running clock. Yeah. That's true. But we appreciate you guys watching, regardless. 61-28, one of those where, Warriors, Eagles, some other guys getting some chances here to do some things, and now you got, fun to watch some guys get some reps, and
it's all about just taking advantage of it. If you're not someone that touches the field too much, take advantage while you're out there right now. No matter the score, you do your thing.
No, as slow as that first half was going. You said you had a tea time at 7:40 tomorrow morning. Hopefully you may. I was wondering if you're going to make that there for a little bit.
I think we'll be okay. What do you think they do here? Onside kick again, or you think they just let David?
Why not? You're down by 34. No, 34.
Yeah.
Sorry, 34.
You're 1 for 2. No, 50%.
4 touchdowns and 2-point conversions with a field goal, and you're right in this game.
I agree. Nice.
Mr. Emerson and Mario need to settle their beef in the chat.
Hear Coach Blake fired up on the sideline.
I love it. When is Coach Blake not fired up?
Never. He's always fired
You
up.
played for him.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's going to suit up and go against you in practice.
He wouldn't suit up. I shouldn't talk about it, but yeah, you know.
Davi's going to pooch this one to the 20-yard line. Arroyo Grande, that's number 4, Copeland Hartford. Hartford pushes forward to the 35-yard line. Good tackle there. I think Daniel France, number 30, made that tackle. Also, number 12, Jordan Lachey on the tackle.
Looks like we haven't seen this defense on the field for a little while.
No. Definitely some new faces in here.
Yeah.
Mario says he's headed out to the salsa dance after the game. I wish I could dance, do the salsa.
It's like a different quarterback.
We took a ballroom dancing class the year before, or the year like we got engaged, just before our wedding. Just we didn't want to be some extremely embarrassed on the dance floor. It was fun, something fun to do.
You a good dancer now?
No, we didn't dance. No, it was just absolutely not. I remember when like Matt Leinart won the Heisman, he took like ballroom dancing. That was like the big thing at USC. He was like a graduate senior and he was taking like ballroom dance class.
Yeah. I know a lot of football players at like the higher levels, they do ballet. You know, it's really good for their feet. It's like
Never heard that.
really
No, I mean dance.
yeah. I know a lot of receivers would do it for balance and stuff.
Oh,
and
I've seen like when I coached like a little kids soccer team, and I remember watching like, and I knew like the girls that were like, you definitely do dance because you're so much more coordinated with your feet than the others. Like gymnastics, right? Like it's not like maybe you're not going to be a gymnast, but like it's one of those skills that definitely you respect for just your body awareness and balance.
Yeah, totally agree on that one.
So 30 yard here for Arroyo Grande. Handoff and running back trips on that play. That was Jacob Lager who got tackled by Joe Turf. Caleb Lopez Rios, the junior quarterback, is into the game for Arroyo Grande. Obviously, Taman is out. Krajowski has been out the whole second half. It'll be 4th down and a yard. It looks like they're going to try and go for this. Warriors jumped over the line of scrimmage. Yep.
It's going to kill you.
That's 3 times today.
I believe so, yeah. You know. Just can't have that. It's just giving them free. It's a killer.
So 1st and 10, new set of downs here for the Eagles. Handoff goes right side. Good job there on the outside, number 26, Carlos Ruiz, with a great tackle and a loss of 6. Second down and 16 for the Eagles. Handoff, fumble on the play. Fumble ball's getting pooted around. Who's going to have it? Who jumped on it? The Warriors have it. The Warriors have it. And you got number 77 who just jumped offside, Chris Ruelas. He's going to go celebrate. Can we get a fat man dunk over here? No, sorry, you're not fat, Chris, but big boy dunk. Can we get it? Come on.
Oh, he's got
we're not going to get it.
He's got some kind of turnover crown, it looks like.
Some sort of turnover thing. Hey, at least it's not a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Yeah. You love to see it. A player makes a penalty and they just fight and they make it up.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 40-yard line. France goes in motion. Looks like some confusion in the backfield. It's a formation you'd like to see Matautia run out of. Nope, it's going to be Maka Miller. Maka Miller shuffles back, and he's hit hard from behind. Wow, what a tackle there. I believe that's number 41 for the Eagles. Yeah, that is. That's Sakal Strachan. Sakal Strachan. I don't know how to pronounce that name. That's a handful. Yes, we want the big man dunk. We want to see it. But we didn't get to see that. We were geared up and ready for it.
Yeah. I mean,
hand off to Miller, left side. Miller forward. Miller inside the 30. Miller gets the first down. Good run there by Amaka Miller. I'll tell you what, the Warriors are still playing hard.
they are.
Credit that
Yeah.
100%. They're still playing hard.
And that's the pride that they're showing right now, you know?
Yeah, it might be against the twos of AG for sure, but, you know, credit them for still running hard and running through their hits. It's like they're some sort of football made its way out onto the field from the sideline, so the officials had to stop the clock there. 1st and 10. Play action pass. Matautia pass is incomplete. He had Oliveris running a little skinny post route, and he just threw it behind him. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. So it looks like everybody says someone else other than the Bills, Chargers, the Eagles. Eagles have got the most votes of the 3 teams we listed. So we'll see. Maybe it's the Packers. Maybe we'll see. It's going to be an intriguing year, especially with all these injuries in the NFL. Handoff. Left side. That is Julian Santos Prieto who gets the carry. And he gets 8 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and a couple. Vicar Oliveris lined up to the left of Matautia. Handoff is the left side again. That's Santos Priya again. And he's going to go forward. I don't know if he's quite going to have it. It's going to be close, but I think it'll be just short. So Julian Santos, the sophomore running back. Haven't seen much of him at all with the running back position this year. It's been a lot of Maka Miller, a lot of Elijah Kim. It's going to be tush-push formation here for the Warriors. Here goes Matautia. He's going to push forward, and he's going to get it easily. He's going to get to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Warriors.
Gotta love the tush push. If it works, gotta do it.
Why not? All right. Tawatia, look into the signals on the sideline. Oliveris lined up wide right, Beaker to the left, Maka Miller in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff, no play action. It's going to roll right. He's going to look. He's got nobody. He's going to throw it deep. He's got Oliveris into the end zone. He lost his man. Man, Matautia missed an open one there.
Yeah, it looked like he was guarded pretty tightly there, and then just looked like the corner came off of him trying to go get Matautia there, and Justin Oliveris came open, but just a missed throw there.
It's one of those where he definitely wasn't running the route he was intended to, and was breaking off it, so you don't really know where you're going. That's one of those things.
A scramble route, you know.
Yeah. Schoolyard BS on one, ready break. Handoff, right side is Vicker. Vicker on the sweep. He's going to get 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down from the 11-yard line. Got to get to the 5, so it'll be 3rd and 6. Last week, we surprised everybody with the Alejandro face cam.
How'd they like that?
I mean, a lot of good reviews. We had a jump in likes. Everybody smashed the like button. There were quite a few hearts in the chat when that happened.
Makes sense. It's
I'm
Alejandro.
pretty sure there was a few girls that emailed the school asking for his contact information. Unfortunately, wasn't able to give that out over the air. Ryan Twisselman lost his helmet back at the 25-yard line. I was watching him. That run by Miller gets about 2 yards short. Alejandro, I did see this, and I will have to say, your mom did kind of call you out on Instagram today for not having your college application letter done and waiting till the last minute.
What are we doing, Alejandro?
I mean, it's the trust. They're coming. That's what you said. All right. We believe in you. Malcolm Miller up the middle. Malcolm Miller inside the 5. It'll be a first down. It'll be first and goal for the Warriors at the 4-yard line.
First down, Righetti.
We'll do that as our poll of the game. Alejandro face cam. Yes or no? Do we want to get Alejandro on camera tonight? You guys don't know who Alejandro is? Alejandro is our amazing scoreboard operator and cameraman. As that pass is complete to Beaker. Ouch. He got bent backwards. I hope he's okay. That looked bad. Alejandro's been working with us for 4 years. We're down to our couple left home games. He's been working with us for 4 years doing the broadcasts. He also is the team manager for basketball. He's also the team manager for baseball. He does a lot on campus, and we appreciate him. And we have Alejandro just voted no for himself on the face cam. 100%. Please make it a yes, people. If you're in the please vote yes. Alejandro just went on his own phone and voted for no. Vitality's pass is intercepted in the end zone. There is a penalty marker on the play. Looks like France was held. Oh, there we go. We got 2/3 yes. Texting his mom to vote no. So it'll be what is it called? I
didn't see it. I did not see it.
Obviously, it's against the Eagles because the Warriors retained possession.
Pass interference.
There it is. Pass interference penalty called against the Eagles. It'll be first down and goal from, I think, about the 3-yard line. 83% now vote yes for Alejandro face game. We'll do it after the Warriors score here. Assuming they score.
Why would you say that, Alejandro?
Reverse play. Oliveris up the middle. And Oliveris tries to stride forward. He gets in. Oh, yes. Oliveris does it for Alejandro. And it's a touchdown, Warriors. Justin Oliveris, 2-yard touchdown run. All right, we're going to get the reaction of the kick going through for Alejandro. Alejandro's putting his hood up. Come on, man.
He's nervous.
Somebody else voted no. David's kick is up. It sails through the uprights. The Warriors score and cut the lead to 26. And, as promised, let's give a big shout out to our guy Alejandro. We're still here. We're here. We appreciate it. Aiden, get in here. This guy has been doing it for a while. I mean, we're glad to be here, guys. We're having a blast regardless of the score. We hope you guys are enjoying the game too. We appreciate you guys joining all day long. That's Alejandro for us. That's our guy, the man, the myth, the legend. He is real. So David will kick. Onside kick here, Coach.
I mean, yeah. Looks like AG's expecting it, though, this time.
Magic Man says, face cam, let's go. I love it. Do you know Magic Man? Is that your best friend?
Magic Man. Who's that, Alejandro?
I don't know who Magic Man is. You might know Alejandro. A kick goes out of bounds. He touched it, so it shouldn't be a penalty. He touched it before it went out of bounds, I believe. The officials are going to talk, but it should be out of bounds about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know why he would have touched that one there.
I think maybe he didn't know which way it was going to bounce.
Yeah.
I don't hate that, to be honest.
No.
Make sure you get possession of the ball. So, man, a lot of scores. 61-35. We're at 96 combined points here tonight. It's been a long game. We're at the 2.5-hour mark. Elizabeth Pena's watching, says, shout out David, and shout out to the Righetti soccer team. Absolutely. I love it. The World Cup's coming pretty soon. When is that, 2026? Is that Olympics 2026, the World Cup 28? What is it?
I know Olympics is 2026. I'm not sure.
So I think World Cup's coming in 2028.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, World Cup is also in 26. Olympics is 28. That's right. Run goes to the left side. Arroyo Grande inside the 40, 30, 20. That's Wesley Levesque, who's finally brought down at the 5-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there. Penalty marker on the play.
Yeah, it looks like
Wesley
that
Levesque.
might be a horse collar there. That's what it kind of looked like.
Yeah, Olympics 2028 in LA, and then obviously World Cup is in North America, right, in 2026. I'm curious how that's going to go in the States. Not particularly a soccer country, but
yeah,
I'm curious how everything will go down in terms of like fan turnout and obviously people traveling from other countries, and obviously the infrastructure is there. It'll be interesting to see. We went to a European championship game when we were in Europe 9 years ago. That's going to be a run up the middle, and good job by the Warriors defense to stop it. That's number 30, Israel Heredia, the ball carrier. We got to watch Iceland versus Austria, and it was one of those years where it was the European Championships, which is bigger in Europe than the World Cup is because they're all competing against each other. And both teams needed to win to basically advance to the knockout stage. Iceland is it's a country of 150,000 people.
Yeah.
It's tiny. And they actually surprised. It was like the story of the tournament. They won 2-1 on a walk-off goal. They scored at the buzzer when Austria had their goalie down, and they had this crazy breakaway. And I just remember jumping up. It was a super cool moment. It was in 2016. Good run there, or good tackle there by the Warriors. That's number 34, Aaron Flores, making the tackle. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line for the Eagles.
Speaking of Olympics, I'm pretty sure they're adding flag football.
Flag football.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
We had our first girls flag football last week. Fumble on the play. Warriors defend it. That looks like that's number 8, Ryan Ortiz, in the backfield for the Warriors. But yeah, flag football in the Olympics, it's going to be interesting. I'm curious if any nation competes with. I gotta believe.
I don't know how that would work.
Who would, it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the status of flag football in the world, other than, who knows. So the Eagles are going to try a field goal from the 18-yard line. It'll be a 28-yard field goal. Dustin Reed to kick. Levi Childers to hold. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up. And the 28-yard field goal from Dustin Reed is good. So 2:02 left to play in the ball game. The Eagles 64, the Warriors 35. Well, I think our player of the game is pretty obvious. I don't even think I'm going to put a poll, but obviously, to me, that would be number 17, Zach Taman, who had 5 first-half touchdowns tonight. And I would have to say near 300 yards of rushing. I don't have the official totals for you, but I would assume it's something like that.
Yeah, I don't really think there was a discussion for player of the game today after the first half. You know, it's pretty difficult to score 5 touchdowns in the first half, so.
If you have the live betting total of under 99.5, you're still looking good right now. But no, I mean, Taman's impressed. I'm curious how this Mountain League is going to match up. You have St. Joseph, Arroyo Grande, and Mission Prep, who I think are
Lompoc, I believe, too.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that AG, after watching him play, AG and is definitely probably, I think, a step above. But
yeah.
The really good back in Luke Kennard, you never really know. I think physicality-wise, you know, definitely, we'll see. But
I will say, it was last year, Lompoc, we had a big win against them, but then they also didn't, like when they played AG, I think they only lost by 3 points.
It's
and
football.
You know, exactly. You never know.
Somebody could get hot. We'll see. I mean, I'm very curious how this Mountain League pans out and who's standing alone atop at the end. That kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. But yeah, AG, obviously, Mission, St. Joe's, all good teams. We'll see how it pans out. As far as the Ocean League, where the Warriors are, I feel like San Luis is going to be the team to beat this year. I think they were last year. Atascadero should be good. Here's the schedule upcoming for the Warriors on your screen. The Warriors head to Garces next week, and then league starts. Slow Atascadero, Pioneer Valley, and Santa Ynez are their last 5 games. So, you know, some good teams. Still some, you know, definitely winnable games on the schedule. You know, but again, it's going to come down. Can the Warriors play a full 48 minutes of football?
Clean football.
Yeah. And not let the game get out of hand like it did early here tonight. Handoff left side for the Warriors. That's number 15, Casper Gomez on the run. He'll get 5 yards. So 2nd and 5. Warriors still trying to put some points on the board. Maybe they'll just run the clock out here with a few running plays, or maybe they're going to try a shot deep. We'll see. Casper Gomez goes in motion. It's going to be another handoff to him, right side. He spins forward, gets a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4. Well, hopefully you can join us back here in a couple weeks, or actually be 3 weeks now, as we take on a task. That's going to be homecoming night.
Big game.
Big game, always fun. My favorite is the halftime fashion contest here that they have. The candidates are always, I love my 2 cents in the fashion. I have no clue, but try to drop colors that nobody's ever heard of before abstract colors. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. So Santos with the first down as the clock gets inside of 30 seconds. Been all Eagles here, 64-35. Matawatia drops back. He's going to look left. This pass is going to be complete. That's Casper Gomez out of the air across midfield, and he's finally drugged down, and the clock will stop. So I think it could take a timeout if he wanted to. He's got 3 of them, or he could just let the clock reset, chains reset, the clock run, and they will just probably head to the locker room, and they will. So, your final score here from Righetti, the Arroyo Grande Eagles 64, the Righetti Warriors 35. Arroyo Grande improves to 2-3 on the season. The Warriors fall to 1-4. Bakersfield heads, or I'm sorry, the Righetti heads to Bakersfield next week. That is on the road. We won't have that game for you here on Righetti Sports Network. Then a bye week. We'll be back in 3 weeks for the game against Atascadero. Aiden, player of the game here, obviously, Eagles, Zach Taman.
Yeah.
Impressive guy to watch. Another running back I got to tip my cap to. Your final thoughts tonight?
You know, the start of the game, the first quarter, like the very first start of the game, I thought it might have been a close game, and then Eagles kind of ran away with it. But I do like how Righetti came out here in the second half, and they didn't stop fighting. They kept doing their thing. They kept staying competitive, and I just like to see that, to be honest with you.
Yes, I agree with you there. Obviously, so a lot of things to work on.
Yeah.
Need to get a little bit healthier, but ultimately, it's a loss, and when it goes in the loss column, but it's like you said at the beginning or during the middle of the game, it's not the end of the season, and there's obviously a game next week, and there's 5 more left. So You're halfway through the season at this point, and now you got to put something together because you need some wins. Yeah. And so where will those wins come from? We do not know. Warriors will be back at it next Friday night at Bakersfield Garces. So from all of us here at Righetti High School, from myself, Kyle Tongazzini, my partner, Aiden Randolph, our cameraman, Alejandro Hernandez. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in all night long if you stuck with us. Everybody in the chat, even though those are all of you guys from Arroyo Grande, from Righetti, people watching the game from afar. We guys obviously wish you a very, very happy weekend. You guys hopefully enjoy some football. We're signing off here. Good night from Orcutt. You guys have a fantastic weekend. It's been a pleasure.